Easy like Sunday morning. So I need time. Easy like Sunday morning. What up, homie? What's good with you, man? What's good with y'all foods? Uh, whew. Hold on, turn my brakes up. Well, it's already up. Well, if you can't laugh at yourself. Hold on, y'all. Let me share it to the group. Get these old niggas. Man, I feel so good out here, man. I was in Vegas 2 days ago, and surprisingly, it wasn't as hot. You know what I'm saying? San Antonio, man. I live in San Antonio. Like, San Antonio's crazy, dude. For some reason, like the devil playground out there, man. It's hot. Come back to Louisville, man. It feels so good. I said, I don't even know if today is considered like a hot day. You know what I'm saying? I feel good out here. So, I'm enjoying this weather. I don't enjoy the city, but I enjoy the weather. You know what I'm saying? One thing to enjoy here. So. Woo. So, I don't know, man. You know, one thing I do say about doing this crap is with it winding down and for it coming to an end, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does feel pretty good knowing that I won't have to really do this no more. You know? For some reason now, I don't know what's up with people, man. Like, people show up whenever they feel like it, whenever they want to, which again, that's fine. Like, people show up after the streams are done. They always watch it after it's done, which is so weird. I'm like, I really do live streams so people can watch it in the moment. That's the whole point, but, you know, still, you know what I mean? Can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? Yeah, Vegas was cool, man. Like I said, I ain't spending a whole bunch of money out there. Surprisingly, I ain't gamble nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't bet no money or nothing, bro. I was out there just chilling. You feel me? But yeah, it was worth it, man. Vegas is a great place, bro. Definitely a great place. But yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, man. With this being, you know, just everything being different now, just, you know, I don't really want to live stream like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love coming out here showing y'all this type, you know, beautiful scenery, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I mean, I don't think there's a purpose for me live streaming no more like that. It's just getting old. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is getting overplayed. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of want to just focus on my own life and do some different things. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, just out here enjoying myself, enjoying my time, getting my fitness in at the same time, but minus the Sprite. You know what I'm saying? Like, But yeah, people always get on this thing, man, and they holler about me, keep doing it, and keep on, you know, staying on it, and like, oh, keep doing live streams. Don't get rid of the channel. I said, no, keep it up because it's influencing a lot of people and we like it and stuff. I said, well, y'all never seem to show up on time when I'm doing something that requires on time. That's the whole reason I do this anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't just want people to watch the stream after it's done. I want people to watch the stream while it's going. The interaction is what makes it better, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know YouTube is purposely not pushing out my content like the rest of the 800 million YouTubers. Can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? How about that? Is that better? Let me know pronto. Come on, let me know. Because if my stuff is messed up, I'm going to have to restart my phone. So, okay. Well, I'm saying with, I don't know, man, just, I guess, what I'm doing requires people to be on time, you know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, YouTube purposely don't push my content out, man. Everybody's having an issue with YouTube now where it's purposely not pushing out their content. So a lot of people don't even know you even went live. They don't even know you even on this bug doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it's whatever. So people don't know till like after you go live, that's when everybody else will watch the live stream. And then some people do know and they just choose not to watch it. And that's fine. But I said when I'm on the last of it, and now everybody's, well, no, keep it going, Steve. Don't stop doing it. I'm like, dude, even if I want to keep it going, like, Negroes don't even show up on time. So I'm like, nah, man. I'm looking for another audience that I can just go do stuff with. Eventually, like in the next half a year, I'll probably be on another platform doing the same thing. I'm not, hopefully one where some of y'all can't find. So I'm kind of good with that. Like I said, I clean up a little bit of this channel. I realized I can't save the channel. That's fine. So now I'm cleaning up my Discord. You know what I'm saying? My Discord now is getting cleaned up. So I'm about to start throwing a lot of people off of there. Bro, it might be just be your phone because my phone's fine. I ain't got my Bluetooth hooked up to nothing, so my audio seems good. Like I said, the rest of these weirdos are not gonna tell me if my audio is going on. So that's why I don't really care how I run these streams no more. Like, cause people don't even have these Negroes to be here. We weird, don't even want to respond half the time. So that's why I'm like, that's fine, man. I don't expect y'all to do nothing, give nothing. Like I said, in less than 15 days, I won't never have to worry about y'all no more. And that's cool with me. Start September 1st, channel's dead. So I'm giving y'all what I got. That's it. Don't ask for nothing else. Don't expect nothing else. Don't want nothing else. That's just what it is. It's gonna be what it be. So enjoy my hometown. Enjoy San Antonio and enjoy the stuff that I show y'all. Because after that, that's the last of it. I'm gonna make one final YouTube post. That's it. So I really don't even want my name even tied to some of y'all no more, bro. I'm truth be told, I don't want my name tied to this no more. You feel me? Like, it's starting to make me look bad. Like, honestly, it's making me feel bad too. It's just like, dang, makes me feel like I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like it. But for the ones in the back that can hear me, this is why I do this, because we do have great people that come here, man, and love this, but at the same time, it's just like, again, that's why I made the Discord for people to come in and be a part of and say what's up and whatever. And, like I said, happy niggas act like they don't want to show up. So I said, okay, well, when I start doing Operation Clean Slate, don't be surprised if you don't see your name in there. That's why I said, if you wake up one day and see your name ain't in there, I got rid of you. I don't play with that stuff, man. Like I said, I don't like inactive users because inactive users turn into spies. I don't want spies or Peter gazes on my stuff, man. You feel me? I want everybody to feel like that they can come here and be welcome. Everybody got to come here and feel like they can be a part of something. If you can't do that, then I don't want you on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that on YouTube because YouTube won't let me find out who's in here. If I could, half of y'all in here wouldn't be here no more. You feel me? But I really don't want everybody on my stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to put people in the Discord, man, to kind of, liven things up. And a lot of people do, but then, you got a lot of people who don't. And I'm just like, well, I'm not going to be having no dead weight to my stuff. What I'm doing does not require dead weight. What I'm doing requires support and encouragement from all sides, from everybody. Everybody's going to get the same thing in return. I said, so if you're not going to do the same for us, then don't expect us to do the same for you. You know, niggas always want to hop back in there now when they got something going on, when they want something, when it's their birthday, or when they got an idea going on. They want us to, oh, y'all look what I got going for myself. I said, well, make sure you keep that same energy when it comes to everybody else's stuff, dude. You feel me? I said, you got to make sure you return the same favor. If you can't do that, then you're not going to be a part of what we're doing. So I don't want everybody in my stuff. I don't want everybody a part of what I'm doing because I know some people are not really real supporters. You feel me? So that's why I said I'm doing Operation Clean Slate. Operation Clean Slate. Got a lot of people we got to get rid of. You know, I got rid of some people in there, man. They weird. Niggas in my DMs on some relationship type stuff. And I got rid of them niggas. So I'm like, now we going to think about some other stuff, man. Get rid of some other people who ain't being for real, who ain't serious about what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So I said, if people are not going to take what you do seriously, let's go find people that want to be serious. That's why I thought about starting a separate Discord too, man, because I'm about to come out with another community of people that are on the same type wave I'm in, like when it comes to like traveling and good eats and stuff like that. Like I told you, I'm trying to do something different, man. I don't want to do no more of this YouTube crap. I don't want to do no more of this, y'all know who my father is, my people is. I don't like your stuff. I want people who actually got a purpose in life, who actually want to do more in life. And I want those. So I'm going on a hunt looking for that. So I realized some of y'all just ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, man, y'all just, I don't know, bro. You try to get people to understand things. They just don't want to understand. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? And then people hop in and hop out and hop in and hop out. Like, look, I'm not doing no in and outs, man. Like, either you going to be here or you ain't going to be here. That's how it is. I don't want everybody running in and out. You know what I'm saying? I like consistency. I like steadiness. You know, I don't got time for the games, man, for the foolery. You feel me? That's why I say, you know, you be dealing with people half a year, like half a year the girl don't like you, then another half of the year now she won't talk to you because the nigga that left. Like, I don't like that stuff, man. Just be still. If you be freaking still, we won't have to worry about these type of issues, these type of problems, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people just make stuff hard. They make stuff so difficult. You know what I'm saying? People be begging, just, oh, add me to the Discord. Oh, I want to be in your community. And then you add the Negro to the community, they don't take it serious. I'm like, well, this is why I didn't want to add everybody to my community. It's for serious people only. I know we get sidetracked with life and stuff going on, but I said, but the whole purpose I added people here was because I wanted people to be more serious about what we had going on. This was supposed to be an elite group of people that I was taking and putting over there so y'all would stand out more than just being on here. You know what I'm saying? But I said, you got people, man, who don't take it serious. And it's just like they starting to become dead weight now. I don't want dead weight. I want actual functioning people who want to be a part of something. And if that ain't going to be you, then I'm going to go find some other people that actually want to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? I don't like passerbyers or people that's not serious about nothing. Like, I don't like that. I want people that are for real about what we doing. You know what I'm saying? I said I had weirdos in that Discord I had to throw out. Imposters I had to throw out. I got some more imposters I got to throw out. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of other weird ones I'm going to have to clear up. And so that's why I said I'm doing Operation Clean Slate. All I'm doing in my life now, y'all, is just getting rid of people who I don't like. It's pretty much what it comes down to. That's pretty much what it comes down to. People I don't like. People I don't want around me. People that just give me a hard time. Or people that I just really just can't stand. I don't want you around me. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you stay away from me. If you see on here, I don't respond to your comments when you texting, it's probably because I blocked you from here to why I can't see your comments no more. Because I don't like you. I don't want to talk to you. So I have you freaks and you fools don't understand when you be in my DMs, man. Again, I don't even read that crap, but I said it's the fact that people just keep trying to blow your stuff up. I don't like you niggas. I don't want y'all niggas. Leave me alone. Ain't no daggone dirty woman over here gonna get with me, so stop acting like it. Especially if you got children. I don't like girls that got kids. Especially you dirty, stretched out vagina niggas. I don't like y'all. Stop being in my DMs. You ain't better than no woman walking, man. You a freaking cesspool of Negroes droppings. I don't want that. I don't know why y'all come over here thinking that a Negro gonna pick up where y'all left off. No, I don't want that. Go tell your baby daddy it's what you want. I don't want him. I don't want you. I don't want none of y'all over here. Leave me alone. So that's why I say I do things that I do. I put certain things in place. Because you got to keep telling these old stupid niggas this. If you got children, Steve don't want you. Stop being in my DMs. Y'all niggas are weird, man. That's why I didn't want to add everybody to the community and to what I'm doing. Because, you know, I know you got some weird ones that do that. And then you weird freaks think this is your opportunity to come and push y'all narrative of being a nigga DM, thinking that's gonna get y'all any step closer. I ain't getting you no step closer to me. I don't want you, nor do I like you. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. Go on about your business. Go find a nigga that's gonna put up with you and all your children and leave me alone. I'm not gonna be no stepfather. You understand me, nigga? I'm not your stepfather. Don't ask me to be. 2 years constantly, man. I got a whole bunch of you dirty females over here. Nobody wants y'all niggas. Why y'all over here? It's always these little want to be redeemed now type niggas. They want to go out here and hoe around. Then they want to be redeemed by a brother. Nah, nigga. You know, I never put down single moms, but I understand why a lot of brothers kind of was, man. They don't want to date people like you. Because some of y'all do come entitled. I will say that about some of y'all single moms. Y'all do come entitled. Y'all think a nigga just supposed to stop what he doing just for you. And then my all-time favorite thing now is now you niggas use a black card. That's the first thing I use, the black card. That's what y'all want to say. And now it's the black thing. Now see, it's because I'm black. Yeah, you keep saying that. You keep on saying that stuff. So that's why I said I clean up my communities. I clean up all my stuff. Because I don't want people in there bothering me. I don't want people in there throwing off what I got going on. I don't want people in there doing stupid stuff. You ain't got a chance in hell, so don't act like you do. Leave me alone. Y'all Negroes weird, man. I'm not gonna be y'all Negroes' best friend buddies. I don't do that stuff. I don't talk to y'all on the phone. I don't do that. That's why I don't answer DMs like that. Because I'm like, people be thinking y'all got a close connection. We ain't got no daggone close connection. We don't got none of that. We are not cool. We are not friends. Don't act like it. You don't know me. I don't know you. Nor do I want to know you. Support the vision. Support the channel. And maybe we can talk about like, hey, well, you know, I appreciate people that support. It's the main ones don't want support. Nothing you do. Sitting here acting like they expected something. Like, no. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. That's why I told people this is why I'm not going to keep continuing to do the same thing. Because Negroes don't even want to show up on time anyways. I'm not going to do a channel for another 2-3 years and niggas can't even show up. We be having all type of stuff going on and people don't want to come and support it. But then they want you to keep just doing stuff. Like, no. We don't just do everything. I'm just keep doing stuff. That's why I said I stopped doing videos because Negroes acting like they don't even want support anyways. They don't want to support me if I'm not giving out words. So I'm like, that's why I stopped doing videos. Because I'm like, I don't like y'all niggas. I don't like none of y'all. I don't even want to be around y'all. Y'all came over here. And the wrong people is the ones don't even support me anyways. It ain't like I care. That's why I don't really care for doing live streams no more. Because again, I done overplayed. I got over 300 live streams, man. I'm tired of this. Negroes act like they don't want to support you. Which is fine. Which is why we always get some foreigners on here every now and then that support what we do. I'm trying to add the foreigners because I know they'll be serious about stuff. I know they'll be serious about it. A nigga don't support that man till it's gone. Till you don't do it no more. Then that's when everybody gonna be in my DMs. Everybody gonna be in the chats. Oh, I missed the live stream. Oh, I missed when you did this. When you gave us entertainment. I missed when you used to keep us entertained all night. When I could always get on here and get some funniness and a fresh revelation outside. That's where everybody will come and do this. And then when you tell people, well, hey man, start time is 6 o'clock. I remember that's when we first started on Discord. Everybody said, oh man, you can just drop in the Discord what time you want to start. And that way we can be the first ones that get the head knowledge and then we can be over first. And then you go do that, Negroes still don't even show up. Like they don't even show up. So that's why I said, if you're going to be inactive in my communities, I'm going to go ahead and throw you out. I'm not going to do nothing else for people who can't be on time or people that can't support. Like I understand people get busy. A lot of us got sidetracked with work and life. But I said, but no, people be getting the messages. They just don't care. So I'm like, well, if you don't want to be a part of what we're doing, then ain't no need of you being in my community. People have been inactive for 9 months. Well, get him out. There ain't no need for you to be here. Bye. I know a girl like that, man. She wanted to be in the community so bad. She wanted to be all up on the nigga because she thought she had a chance with Steve. All you niggas always think y'all got a chance with Steve. Steve don't like y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Steve don't like you niggas. And she thought the more she kisses up, the more that was going to get her, what's up, bro? I said the more, I'm going to answer them a little bit. But she thought the more she kisses up, it was going to get her like on a good ticket with me. This ain't no Willy Wonka factory, G. You don't get on a good golden ticket here. I don't like you. And then she got offended when I said no. Now the support that they was doing every day, the tuning in every day they was doing. Now they I got school, and you know, these tests are coming up. I got schooling, and I'm tired, and I got work. Oh yeah, yeah. Now you, and I said, okay, bye bye. Then I said, good. You showed how you really was, what you really here for. Get out of my Discord. Get off my channel. You only here because you want something. You ain't here because you really care. And then people get mad when you don't fool people. Like I said, this is why I don't fool with everybody, because there be niggas like that. You only support me because you want something, because you want to be together. Like, no, I don't do that. I ain't no sucker. You hear me? I don't do that stuff. Now and then it shows just like when a woman has standards with a dude. Now he's all, I can't go out today. I got to race the same thing. Now they want, I got stuff going on, and I'm busy. You wasn't busy for the last 5 months. So why you busy now? Because you mad because you can't get what you want. And then the truth shows. Proof is in the pudding, right? Yeah, I had a good B-day, man. Like I said, I was enjoying my time in Las Vegas, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a great old time, and definitely thinking about going back. You know what I'm saying? Vegas was cool, man. It was so cool. You know why it was so cool? Because I didn't have to deal with Negroes. That's why. It's like the temperature is different when Negroes ain't over. It's like, bro, it really is, because Vegas is known for being like 100-something degrees. It was actually kind of cooler. I said, you know why? So yeah, I ain't no sucker for that stuff, man. You gonna try to only support a Negro because you want to go on a relationship date? No. And I said, if you can't support what I do, and you only want to do it because you think it's gonna lead you somewhere with me, you're gonna be very upset when you realize Steve still says no. You know how many women came over and tried to kiss up to a nigga and thought that was gonna get them some good points, and I still said no. No, I don't like you. No, I don't want your type. I don't like you. They want to be in their feelings. Now they never want to show back up. Now they don't want to come over here. Now they busy, got work. That's why I said people really be thinking, I think people really be thinking I'm dumb. Like, I don't know the type. I know the type of woman, bro, when I see one. I know the type of idiot when I see one. I've been dealing with y'all my whole life. You don't think I know an idiot when I see one? That's why I said, that's why niggas gonna get on here mad now, because I say nigga and I talk crazy. I say, because I know how y'all act. I don't care if some nigga get offended. I know how niggas are. The ones that get offended, I'm talking about niggas. And that's why I talk the way I talk. That's why I stay the way that I stay. Because I know the certain type of people I be talking about. If people get offended, then that's the one that needed to get offended. I know who I'm talking to. That's why I say, y'all be thinking Negro dumb. Like, no, I'm not dumb. I know how stuff goes. I know exactly how stuff goes. I know a weirdo when I see one. And that's why when people over here kissing up all the time, and I just love you so much, and they always the first one in your DM, and the first one trying to get attention, I know they the worst people, and then they turns out they the worst people. Negroes are an idiot. And you find out the whole time that she was just kissing up because she wanted to get with you. This word over here was kissing up because he wanted a message from your father personally. Negroes want a personal one-on-one time with you. Y'all be weird. And then they realize they can't get it. Now they don't want to be over here no more. Now the anointing is calling them somewhere else. Now the Father is calling them somewhere else. As much as people keep on, well, God led me here, and they want to come over all deep. Until they don't get what they want, then they don't want to be deep no more. They don't want to come over no more. That's why I say y'all be a bunch of kiss-ups, man. Suckers. I know y'all types. That's why I said I've been dealing with y'all for a long time, man. I know y'all types. That's why you can't get over it on Steve, because Steve knows how people act. And then you wonder why I don't want to be associated with everybody, because everybody ain't cool. There are a lot of weirdos. That's why I know when a person is hyping me up too much, I say, yeah, they probably finna do that kiss up stuff, and then they finna up doing the kiss up stuff. And it's only cause they want something. Y'all be mad weird, boy. Think you gonna get a chance with a Negro, man, please. That's why I told you, I said, this is why I got tired of doing this, man. 2 years of doing this crap. Because all it was like, people thought this was like a hookup pool, like a dating pool. All these dirty, disgusting women came over here that a nigga didn't even want. I don't even like y'all. They heard you single, they single. They hear you around their age, they around the same age. Now they think that's a key for getting together. I don't even like you niggas. Then nobody ever asked Steve this type was. Nobody ever asked me what I wanted, what I like. Just always somebody think they're gonna get a chance. Some disgusting baby mama now want to come over here with her 3, 4 children. Now she want a nigga to lock it down. That's highly offensive. I hope you know that's highly offensive. I don't know what it is with y'all females, but y'all really be trying to tell a nigga he's stupid. That's really what y'all trying to tell some of you dudes, like, we stupid. Like, that's all we worth is you. That don't stretched out, worn out vagina you got. Now we gotta wait for that. Prove our worth for that. Nigga, please. That old discarded cantaloupe. I don't nobody want that crap, nigga. That's why you're single niggas. Don't nobody want it. When am I gonna become baby daddy number 4? Is that what you want, baby daddy number 4 with the rest of your niggas? Nah. Now they want to lock it down and I want somebody to be serious with me. Yeah. Now you want somebody to be serious with you now with your stretched out cantaloupe. Of course you want somebody to be serious with you with your whack vagina. It's always one of those types. That's why I told you it's always one of them types. And that's why I tell y'all get out. Go do some other stuff, man, because people weird. Mad weird. You feel me? I don't want people like that around me. That's almost like Steve ain't got no options. I live in a whole different city with better looking women than y'all could ever be. And you niggas think they gonna have the chance to come over here. Nigga, please. I don't want no nigga from no Missouri, Kansas or something. Y'all be weird. That's why people be trying to blow your DMs up, blow up your social medias, man. Be desperate. I ain't never seen what's desperate. Coming in fake profiles, man, trying to holler at a nigga, man. You ain't gonna ever have a chance ever in your life, man. People mistook the fact that I said, bro, I wouldn't mind talking to a woman with a kid. The key word here is a kid. I talked to 2 women before that had a kid. Not the kids or several kids. I said a kid. And that's because they was actually good, beautiful, intelligent women. That you wouldn't even tell they even had a child because of the way they carry themselves. Half of y'all hoes, I'm like, oh, I already know you got 5 kids. You act like you got 5 kids. You look like it. You dress like it. You talk like it. I guess they took that term and like, oh, well, he said he don't mind somebody with a kid. He must not imagine or worry about they got 2 or 3 kids. Like, no, I do mind. See the difference between a single mom that I believe they got 1 kid and the one that got 5 kids is like I said, the one with 1 kid, she kind of, she's still a little fresh. So she, what I'm saying, people make little mistakes. Okay, fine, whatever. They end up getting pregnant, have a kid. Okay, that's fine. Nobody really cares about that. The one that got 4 or 5 is like, nah, she's used to doing this. She used to doing this. That's why I said I wouldn't mind one with a child. The niggas get offended when I don't want them with all they freaking children. Because I didn't want one with all these children. Stuff be weird, man. And see, then I go say stuff like that. Oh, it's hard. Steve is hard. But then I tell people like, bro, leave me alone. Stop coming over here bothering the Negro. Stop trying to set your daughters up with this nigga. Stop trying to come over here and find love on this channel. You're not going to find it. Don't no nigga want you, which is why you single watching me. Maybe like go put yourself out there on Tinder and like dating apps and stuff and actual atmospheres where you can find other people. You ain't going to find this nigga, Steve. Then you wonder why I said I can't wait to be done doing this channel. So I don't got no more of you weird idiots in my DMs. It was be joking. The rest ain't no joke, man. I don't like you. All the stuff in the world I can have, and I want you. I got a life to live, man. That's why I say I go live it. I don't let nobody throw me off of that. Hang on, let me get my people in here, y'all. Hold on. Oh, nigga, always gotta stop what we doing, man, because now somebody feels some type of way. You know what I realized in my life? I said, I don't let people make me feel bad. I feel less than. Because, especially when you black, everybody got this common stereotype with you. You're just supposed to magically just care what everybody else think and it's supposed to stop what you doing because somebody got an issue with it. We got all think the same, got to all be the same. It's like, no. We all are different. That's why I said I don't think like your average black person. Like everybody just walking around worry about what they mama think and worry about what they people think. I said Steve think for himself. And that's why a lot of ways I think will be offensive to a lot of niggas who don't know nothing. Because again, I'm a free thinker. I ain't conservative, but if I decide to be conservative, who gonna stop me? What you niggas gonna stop me? If I want to be liberal, who gonna stop me? Nobody. I'm neither one. Who gonna stop me from being neither one? Neither one of y'all. Because I'm a free black thinker. I don't care what my mama think. I don't care what my sisters think or my brother or nobody else think. I don't care what my daddy think. I don't care what nobody think. I've been like this for years. Slavery is in the mind. Worry about what everybody else think about you. That's why you got some free freaking legal slaves. Niggas ain't in chains, but they in chains in the mind. And if you ain't in the chains from the white people doing it, you in chains from your own niggas doing it. Steve ain't no freaking slave. And that's why I say I'm a free thinker and I think for myself. Slavery ain't just no white person whipping you. Slavery is your own people doing it to you and you sitting there taking it, taking the abuse. People be so worried about falling out with their family. I'm going to fall out with my family in a heartbeat. If it comes to standing on what I believe, I'm going to stand on what I believe. Ain't no nigga going to change my mind. Ain't a nigga ain't changed my mind yet. Yeah. See, they don't like people like me, a free thinker, a free black thinker. They don't like it. That's the real definition of being black and proud, is when you think for yourself. Ain't wearing no stupid shirt, throwing up no stupid fists. It's actually thinking for yourself. Stop being a slave in the mind. That's the real definition of being woke. For all you woke niggas want to come, I said being woke actually means thinking for yourself. Having the willpower to do for you. And walking around here throwing up a fist and waving a flag. It's like, no, it's actually thinking, having the ideology for yourself. Standing on what you believe. If nobody else agrees with you and nobody else standing with you, you still do it. That's what being woke is. As much as y'all niggas want to talk about, this Willie Lynch system and this American government system and black people are conditioned. Well, there are some niggas like me that ain't conditioned for this. There are some people like me that ain't conditioned to think like this no more, or ever. That's why I can tell you something. I can tell you a couple of things. Cause like I said, I ain't one of these stereotypical blacks. I don't do that stuff. I don't go with the system. I go against the grain. That's why I think for myself. That's why I say ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't do, who I can and can't date, who I can and can't marry, where I can and can't go. What is and ain't impossible. I know what's impossible. Trying to change you niggas' mind. That's what's impossible. Trying to reason with y'all. That's what it is impossible. So why do you think you go elsewhere trying to get everybody else to understand this? Because there are other people you don't have to go back and forth with trying to get them to understand it. People are really mad at you for being a free thinker. And I said, well, you better start learning to free think. You better start learning how to free think. Be doggone somebody gonna control how I see stuff, view the world. That's why we listen to niggas who scared to get on a plane. That's why we ain't went nowhere. That's why some of y'all ain't never went nowhere, man, because you keep listening to people who don't know how to overcome their fears and overcome the system. But they telling you how to think about the world. Telling you to think certain stuff on how they feel about it. Ain't never been. Why am I gonna listen to a nigga about New York City? You ain't never been. You can't even hop on a plane right now. All my life, man, growing up, all I heard was everybody else say, I was trying to get out of Louisville for years, man. Everybody, see, Louisville's safe. And see, New York is crazy. And Miami got dope. And everybody else is dangerous. And I say, these people ain't never been there. Ain't never been there one time. That's why I said, why you think I don't listen to everybody? Because everybody know what they talking about. And yeah, even Daddy was one of the people. Daddy did that at first before he started trying. He was doing that. Because I kept saying, hey, I want to go to Miami. I want to go. He said, you don't know how to word it. I said, do you know why I don't know how it is? Because you won't take me there. Because you won't let me go there. That's why I don't know how it is. So why am I going to take information from you when you ain't never been? You ain't never been there. You don't know. That's why I got friends elsewhere so they can tell me how stuff is. Because they know. Now I can listen to people about New York because I know people that live there and they say, hey, man, New York is cool and all, but it ain't somewhere you want to live at. I'm not going to listen to a Louisville Negro. You ain't never went nowhere. What's up, Crystal? Crystal, tell them fools get in here. Be the main ones crying about me not going live. They better come on and get in here. You want to go live no more. Now they want to be, oh, you don't go live no more. I miss these. I said, nigga, a free thinking, man. I've been thinking myself. I ain't never let nobody tell me what I can and can't do. That's why I said, like, bro, the way I think is a very dangerous mindset when it comes to people that either feel threatened or feel inferior. The way I think is a very dangerous way. Because I ain't no sucker. That's why I said, you can't buy Steve's voice. Steve ain't scared of white people. I ain't scared of niggas. I ain't scared of nobody. I'm going to say what I want to say. I don't go around looking for trouble. I start stuff, but I say, I'm going to say what I want to say. Anybody going to tell me how I can and can't think for myself? Man, please. I'm a fully grown man. I'm 32 years old. I would tell everybody off. I don't care if you're family or whatever, nigga, I'll tell everybody off. I ain't scared of this U.S. government. I ain't scared of these white people. I ain't scared of these Confederates. And I definitely sure ain't scared of a nigga. Everybody I name got more power than a nigga. We ain't never really got attacked by one, but we've been browbeat by niggas our whole life. Browbeat. That's why we kept thinking stuff was impossible. Oh, only white people can afford these trips. Only white people can go here. Only white people can do these things. Only white people know about traveling. And I said, how do you think they know about it? They go places. I said, everybody now want to come over here with some want to be deep now. I was telling niggas to get out the city over 10 years ago. I kept saying that. Everybody look at you like you're crazy now. Everybody with this putrid UFC or this KFC Yum Center, like, nah, see, Louisville got the Yum Arena. This brand new arena they built, they can't even afford to pay off. And that's why they still stuck there. Overcharging people for a ticket and a freaking brochure. I went to an Indiana Pacers game, they gave you the brochure for free. They trying to charge you like $5 to get a brochure for some college sports. No nigga won't watch no college sports, nigga. That's why I went up to Indianapolis to go watch the Pacers play, because I did not want to watch Louisville and Kentucky play. I don't care about them. That's the reason why. That's probably one of the reasons why a lot of people rock with me and follow me, man, because the nigga ain't bowed down to nobody yet. The only one I bow down to is Christ. I don't bow down to no black man or no white man. I don't bow down to no nigga. You hear me? Everybody will say so stupid stuff. Well, your mama, well, mama got to get with the program too. And she do. And if she ever step out of line, I'm letting her know, like, hey, well, you going to have to learn how this goes. I'm not like what you think. I don't go off of that type of stuff. I got respect, but I said I also got a standard. I don't let my mama punk me around like half you niggas do. That's what's wrong. Most of these niggas scared to stand up to their mama. That's why I said I done seen a lot of hypocrisy, man. And dudes won't even say nothing to their mama. Dudes is letting their mama persuade them on who they should and shouldn't come in the house with. Like that matter. Like my mama gonna stop me from coming home with who in the world I want to. I'm gonna come home with whatever I want to. You ain't gonna tell me what I can and can't do. Niggas done made all the wrong choices in life, and now when it comes to your life, now they want to make some positive choice. Nigga, if you don't get on out of here. I know a homie was like, I know a couple of dudes that said that their mama said he better not ever come home with no white girl. I said, yeah. Why is that? Why is that? Is your mama so threatened by some white girl? Is that what it is? Yeah, while she talking, that nigga can't get one black man. Girl got a daughter, ain't got no nigga neither. But she worried about what you come home with. That's why I said, like, dude, you a punk for even listening to your mama on that. Like, nigga, you a grown man. You ain't got to be disrespectful, but I'm like, ain't none of your mama business what you do. That ain't none of your mama business. Is it just me, or do I just not care about what everybody else thinks? I would do stuff on purpose just because you don't like it. You ain't going to tell a nigga what I can and can't do. I'm going to do what I want to. You ain't going to tell me what I can and can't do. I'm yet to see somebody stop me. I'm yet to see a nigga stop me from doing what I want. That's why I tell you, apply pressure to people, man. Apply pressure. Don't back down. Don't ever back down. You apply pressure. Everybody got the fortitude to run them out. When they back it up then. Come do something about it. If that's how you feel, come do something about it. That's why I say everybody want to be on the internet calling people niggers and all types. I said, well, then come do something about it then. When you get the chance, come do something about it if that's how you feel. I don't do no punk stuff. That's why I'm in your face. Like, no, go ahead and take the first swing. If that's how you feel, go ahead and do something. You ain't gonna change your nigga mind. My mind said you ain't gonna do nothing. So what you want to do about it then? What you want to do? That's why I said when you apply pressure, you see how punkish people are. All it took was for you to stand up to your mom, them, stand up to your peoples. Hey, mama, this is my wife. You gonna have to respect her, or else I ain't gonna talk to you no more. That's what you gotta do. Niggas too scared to do that. And I show you right there. I said, bro, you got a bunch of punks, man. Then you wonder why we can't stand up to no supremacists, because half these niggas can't even stand up to their own mama. So obviously they not gonna do nothing. They not gonna be here to do nothing for you. You think a black man really gonna slide for you? He won't even do nothing to you when it comes to his own mama. He ain't gonna do something when it comes to white supremacists. He ain't gonna do nothing. That's why, see, Steve would do something to white supremacists and something to them. Because I will stand up to my mama. I will stand up to my people. I don't play that stuff. And I ain't never really had to, you know what I'm saying, because we don't really have these type of issues. But I said, but if I have to, I said, believe me, I will. I don't think there's somebody I ain't never went off on. I don't went off almost on every ethnicity. Because I don't care about that color card stuff. I don't care who you are. I talk to you any type of way I want to talk to you to. I don't care who you is, man. Whatever ethnicity you is, I don't care. See, don't nobody get to play the color card with Steve. You don't get to play the color card with me. That's why the word is the way it is now, because everybody, well, you can't say nothing because I know I'm going to say something to you because I can, because I want to. You come over here wrong, I'm going to say something to you. I don't care about you being no whatever you think he is. Every nigga want to come to this whole minority stuff and people have a hard time. Well, you giving us a hard time, so now I'm going to give you one. We ain't off limits. Ain't no white woman, ain't no black woman, ain't nobody off limits, dude. You come disrespectful, you going to get your just due. Don't come over like that. Care who you is. Got to stop what we doing. That's why I said the word ain't going to change because you got an issue with it. I done seen dudes, man, scared to stand up to their mama. I done seen girls scared to stand up to their people. I had one friend scared. She like, well, I like black guys. You know, she said, but I'm scared my family ain't going to like him back. I said, girl, you are 27 years old. What do you care what your family think? Then you realize you're still living with them. So technically, you can't really do that because you're still living in their house. And in their house, they probably don't want that. And then you wonder why I tell people, move out. Go somewhere else to do something else. Because when you're under somebody else's roof, you get controlled easily. You think people really want you to move out? They don't want you to move out. They don't want to lose their sign of control over you. They don't want to do that. That's why when you go get your own money and your own place, see, people don't want to say it no more. People so used to always telling you what to do and so busy having control over you, they don't want you to go get your own. I remember Daddy used to do it when we was young. He's like, nah, you in my house, you under my rules. You get your own money, you get over, you go do that. And then we started getting over to get our own money. He didn't want us to go do it. He's like, nah, why y'all trying to leave? Because I can, because I'm grown. I don't stay here. He's like, well, no, I'll take care. I don't want you to take care of everything. I want to take care of the bills. That means control. No, I don't want you doing that. You're not going to keep having to say in my life. No, you're not going to keep doing that. No, because I said so. That's why. And then everybody wonder why I tell you, get away from your people now. It's okay to still love them. You ain't got to disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? We don't disrespect people. But I said, but we go wherever we daggone please. There's a whole world out here, man. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because somebody has an issue with me living. Life is too short to be worried about what somebody thinks about you. I'm going out doing my thing. You feel me? And that's why I go anywhere I please. That's why I moved to San Antonio, far away from everybody, because I didn't want to be around people who gave me issues and gave me problems. Why you go to San Antonio? Because y'all ain't there. That's why. People like you are not there. Who don't give me hard times. I don't get nothing but support in San Antonio. That's why I'm in San Antonio. You don't understand how good it felt to be able to move out the city, man. I was told my whole life, man, you weren't gonna go nowhere. I was told my whole life that we a bunch of niggas, we stupid. This is for white people only, man. We ain't gonna never be good at. I was told that. That's what it felt like. I didn't know what it was like to be in the airport. I didn't know what it was like to pack a suitcase. I didn't know what that was like. And now I can, and I'm able to know what that's like, and I'm trying to teach other people, and people looking at you stupid. Still one stereotypical nigga, oh, I don't like it on planes. I don't know about that. I'm like, well, you gonna stop yourself from traveling going anywhere. Keep in mind, these be the same people trying to give you life advice. Be the same Facebook knowledge niggas want to get on now and be deep and want to tell you a word. Ain't been on the plane yet, though. I'll be doggone. That's why I said I'm going to speak my mind. What the remainder of this channel is, I'm going to speak my mind. 2 years I've been talking crazy. I talk even crazier than I ever did. I ain't sugarcoating nothing for no nigga. People don't like what I said. Well, do something about it then. You see how I doubled down on it, and still a nigga ain't came and did nothing about it because I doubled down on what I said. If you're really about it, come do something. Nobody gonna stop me from living life. Listen, I love all type of ethnicity women. I ain't never cared. I don't just strictly stick with my own. I talk to whoever I daggone please. I've always been like it. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't date and what I can and can't be with. You ain't telling these old saucy Santana niggas that. Why you gonna tell me that? Why you won't tell me that? You ever thought it's funny how they aren't gonna tell these other Negroes that slurping up other Negroes, but they won't gonna tell you that? Negro, please. Why they gonna tell me what I can and can't do and who I can and can't be with? Negro, please, come stop me. That's why I say hypocritical. Nobody know about minding their business. That's why they worry about yours. Believe me, we had a lot more people minding their business. The world would be a better place. Wouldn't be killing people over religion, killing people over some color stuff. Because we would all love each other and all go on about our business and go do our thing. You ain't got to be around a Negro, that's fine. But I said, y'all want to brand y'all stuff around us. I don't have a problem with somebody being racist. You can be racist all you want to. It ain't against the law. But when you come around me wanting to do it, then that's why I'm going to have to say something to you. You could stayed over here in Indiana and did that. Indiana, where they are, you could have stayed in Indiana doing that. Why you coming over to Louisville messing with us? Why you coming to San Antonio bothering us? Purposely walking up on people, calling people niggers, and then wonder why you pick your job off the ground like somebody knock you out. I think this stuff is off limits. Ain't nobody off limits, man. What's up, Marie? Nobody off limits. Curb stomp a white woman like y'all curb stomp a nigga. I don't care who you is. Watch your mouth. Y'all be wanting to pick and choose when stuff matter. Ain't no pick and choosing. So I tell everybody, mind their business, man, so you don't end up picking your teeth up. Mind your business. Got people scared and intimidated to tell people who they like. Like a nigga gonna do something if I do like somebody that you don't like. What you gonna do? It was never even the fact that a Negro, like I said, you got some Negroes who only like white women and they don't like black women. Fine, whatever, ain't nobody business anyway. But you know, some Negroes will go out their way and make it everybody business because they trying to be a clown. Okay, fine. You know, that's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But that's the first thing everybody equates you with. Nobody say that about a black woman go do her thing. Nobody say she hates other people because she go talk to somebody else. They don't say about a Negro to go do it. And I say, even if that was true, what does that got to do with you? What is this one black man gonna do to affect you? And I said, it's not even the fact that people even it matters how people even care. It's the fact that people just again they love theatrics. You know what I'm saying? They love starting stuff. That's why I said, you know what I noticed, man? It's a lot of hypocrisy. Everybody's freaking hypocritical now. That's why I don't fool with a lot of people, man. All sides, all colors, they are hypocritical. Because I said, when it comes to speaking the truth, some people decide the truth that they like. That's why when the dude comes to this color stuff, I said, bro, the reason this color stuff is such a big issue is because, like I said, people they very biased. You know what I'm saying? As you see with a lot of white men want to go around and do everybody and everything. They can't stop leaving women alone. They ain't messing with children and everything. But they want to strictly give their white women, restrictions where only they white women can talk to them. While they go around and do the rest of the world, they want they white women to only be for them. Do you see how that don't make sense? You see how that's unfair? Then it's already known that if a lot of black women don't like the fact that some Negroes talk outside their ethnicity, but they will go give it any ethnicity as long as they happy. Don't nobody get on their case like, oh, girl, you know, this girl, you just look so happy, and you go wherever you love and wherever you're taken care of. Then a Negro go do that same thing. We ain't put down one black one person, and they automatically equate us with Brandon Tatum. Do you know what that feels like? As much as everybody want to talk about you disrespectful to black women, or people be like, you know, black women disrespect, I say, y'all disrespect black men too. That's the first thing you equate us with, or equate some Negro minding his business, living his life with is Brandon Tatum. They basically saying that black men are dumb. That's pretty much what you're saying, like we stupid. Like a nigga don't know how to go date people. Like we don't know how to do stuff. What's up, bro? That's why I said I ain't worried about it. That's speak the truth. I don't worry about it. That's why you in the situations you in now. I ain't worried about it. Half y'all wonder why you can't get a black man now. Yeah, that's why, because you hypocritical. You know whose issue that is? Not mine. Make that stuff my problem, man. I'm like, bro, you know what? And you keep doing this type of stuff, you're going to keep having this same daggone problem. That's your problem. Your problem, not mine. But they want to be in everybody else's face. That's the issue I got. You want to be in everybody else's face and space with this. Come over here bothering people. That's why I said I don't care what type of feedback I get for living my life. What a nigga gonna do? Nothing. What you gonna do? Nothing. This is why I tell y'all, man, apply pressure, dude. Stand on what you believe, because when you stand on what you believe, you realize people ain't even with it. They just talk. Everybody acts so daggone threatening until you stand on what you believe in, and they realize they can't do nothing to you. That's why when somebody walk up to your face like, yeah, you know what? Then guess what happened when you stand up? What? What then? They ain't gonna do nothing. Because they was expecting you to be like, hey, hey, come on now, let's just talk. Let's just talk. If you want to get down, let's get down. See, you realize these old weirdos, these old retarded Hebrew Israelites, I want these little stupid Negroes come over here, won't be deep. Come and talk menacing and threatening like I'm one of y'all. They think I'm some black woman. They can come and talk just any type way. And then they talking to a real man. Then I say, what's up then, nigga? I'm gonna hit you when I see you. Now they don't like it. They don't want to talk no more. Nah, I don't like that. Yeah, I notice you don't like when somebody talks to you like it because I stand on business. Now they want to come deep and technical. Now they want God bless you. Like, no, don't come over with that. You weren't coming over with that at first. And then you realize you can't change a Negro and persuade him. Now you want to come over with, well, I'm gonna pray for you and God bless you. No, ain't none of that. I stand on what I say. You better learn to stand on yours. That's why you let white people walk all over you now. Be dogging on somebody gonna walk all over me. That's why I told you I ain't got to wear none of that stupid merch. That black and proud is black and proud. They're like, man, I'm black and proud when I open my mouth, you gonna see it. Have y'all black and proud till somebody white come around. Y'all lose your mind. You ain't black and proud then, nigga. Black and proud ain't even care about that type of stuff. You hear me? No nigga worried about that stuff. A black and proud person out here getting this money. They out here getting this money. Out here setting up generational wealth, man, for their kids and everybody else. They ain't thinking about no. They ain't doing this stuff on the internet. Black and proud people ain't in my comments making fake profiles trying to holler at me. I know who you niggas is. And that's why I said I'll be ready to call out y'all black and proud niggas that keep coming over here. You dirty EBT queens keep coming over here trying to be in my DMs after I told y'all niggas I don't want y'all stretched out cantaloupes that y'all call vaginas. I don't want that. Y'all get upset. Coming here with fake profiles trying to hit up a nigga. I don't want you. I'll call your name out. Don't make me call your name out. Like I said, I'm going off his channel with a bang. Don't make me go out and name everybody that's overdoing stuff. I'll put names out there. Profiles out there. That's why I said half y'all be some dead giveaway. You don't even seem legit. Sound like a nigga I threw out of here, man. Get mad because they can't get what they want. Come back in with another profile. Like I can't go look you up. Like we don't know how to look you up. I know you be in here, man. People reject it, can't even stand the fact a nigga don't want them. That old tank stank that they got that they call a vagina. Like somebody want that nigga. If you don't get that old stinky meat out of here. You and your double-decker children, your three-scored kids. Like, nigga, please. They'll let the whole city hit. Now they want to come and get redeemed by Steve. Nigga, please. Nobody want that old tank stretch. That old under-the-couch Laffy Taffy that didn't nobody want now. And I still want it. Ain't like you got a chance. Those be the type of women they get offended by white women. Those be the type of women that get offended by good-looking black women. Those be the type of women that are offended by everything and ashamed of nothing. Those are those type. You ain't gonna worry about no white girl. Let one of y'all good black women come here and do that. Let one of y'all have a chance. See how they act towards y'all. Guess who's gonna be in your DMs full of hate mail? White women? Nah, them. None of y'all here right now can name a white woman that's in your DM with hate, right? You probably can never name a time they done did that. You can name a couple of niggas that did it. You can name a couple of niggas that did it to your face. This cotton candy sky drop is nice. Like I said, you ain't gonna act like you don't know who be doing what they doing. We know the ones do what they do. Come over here bothering the Negro. Negroes got the nerve to want to come over here offended. And that's all this channel has been, man. A bunch of offended Negroes. A bunch of dumb men who can't be men. A bunch of stupid women that want to be just taken all the time and want somebody to fall in love with them. That's why I said if I was gonna continue doing this channel, I'll look up each and every last one of y'all names to figure out who you niggas are. Cause I know y'all being here with fake profiles. I know y'all being here. But you a nobody, you ain't important, so that's why I said I ain't stressing it. But it's the fact that y'all keep bothering a Negro. Niggas really think they got a chance with, man, please. It's always those types. You waited your whole life to have children, and then you gotta come over here and have and be a stepdaddy already with a nigga. Nah, man. Girls don't even look pretty, man. Look like a spotted biscuit. They watch them use the black woman excuse on everything. That's when they want to use it. See, it's got you. I'm a strong enough a black woman to take care of my kids. Well, it's a good thing you're taking care of them because Steve ain't. I ain't taking care of them. Look, you might take care of your kids, but you want a Negro for security. Nah, I ain't your security. Go find one of your many baby daddies. Go do it. Well, I say y'all just be embarrassing. Super embarrassing. This is crazy. Stuff is ridiculous. Y'all better stop letting them speak for y'all. That's why I said I'll take a stand. You ain't got to tell me. I'll take a stand. Don't let nobody in my stuff. Y'all be pressured into dating people and pressured into liking people, man. They're going to press me into nothing. I said what I said, and if I offended you, I hope I offended you. What do I care? You don't pay my bills, nigga. We don't pay nothing I got going on. Why I care if I offend you for? You ain't supposed to be over here. I care what somebody talking about, somebody thinking. Man, please. You want niggas with they little $5. Keep your $5. Well, I said my birthday was 2 days ago. I ain't begging nobody for no birthday money. I told you if you want to give something, give something. If you don't, then don't. I don't care. I don't want your money anyway. You ain't got enough money to give in the first place. One through the most talking, one ain't got no money, no credit, no nothing. You know, I had a man dealing with people, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I go live my life. I enjoy my time in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Louisville now. Once I leave Louisville, I'll be back in San Antonio. I spent more time out of town this month than I spent in San Antonio. I've been out of town really ever since. I've been in Austin for about a week and a half. I got back one day, and then I went to Vegas. Now I'm in Louisville. First full day being in Louisville. That's the way I like it. Going back and forth on this internet with no nigga, man. I ain't arguing with none of y'all. I ain't going back and forth playing with y'all. Like I don't got time for that, bro. Send all type of stuff. I got a lot of great stuff, man, in my life. A lot of great stuff in my life. Want no daggone dirty thought in my emails and my business, man. Nobody wants y'all niggas. Be a bunch of desperate hoes, man. Y'all some desperate hoes. I ain't never liked a desperate woman, ever. Never, ever, for never, ever. It's so sad. That's why I'm getting tired of y'all keep on getting on this internet, man. We won't keep playing this little victim stuff all the time. Y'all niggas are weird, man. That's why I say y'all just be weird. Man, if some man don't date y'all, and then y'all want to get on here and y'all feel, oh, he doesn't like black women. Oh, he just see it's because you don't know a good woman. Nigga, shut up. Yeah. You a good one. Like not the fact that you might have been married and then got divorced or something. Like no, you just had a lot of baby daddies out here. Some people got kids with people and then they got divorced. Okay, we get that. But I said, but nigga, bro, you got all these kids ain't never wearing one. Somebody want you. Why you want to make everything our responsibility, man? Niggas ain't trying to get in a relationship and have multiple responsibilities. Go find a man that will. Everybody want to talk outside their dating pool. They want to come to you. And they remind his business, getting his money on. They want to come to you. Clowns, man. What your name is, Doc Shepherd? What your name is? You know, I heard my moderator ask you. Let me sit at this one over here. I think we'll sit at this one. I think it's better. Yeah, it's better. Ouch. I just be tired of weirdos, man. Don't even mess with everybody. As I told y'all, there's your representations of black women right there, y'all. I be trying to tell y'all. The ones that keep thinking they speak for everybody, these weirdos, these psycho nuts, they be trying to think they speak for the whole race. Y'all better get them. Y'all better go get them. Because if you still want the average black woman to be on the market with some of these dudes, because you know some of these dudes getting tired of the ones that act like they act and they keep trying to equate y'all with them. If y'all still want to be on the market, you better call out these ones doing what they doing. Y'all letting them pass off the stereotype. I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all letting them pass off the stereotype. So I tell people, don't feel intimidated, man, to go wherever you want to go. Go wherever. Any ethnicity. That stuff don't even matter no more. I don't think it really ever did, but I said, but it definitely don't matter no more now. Because you see the hearts of people, man. People just wicked, just evil. People mad because you talking to their ethnicity, because they can't talk to their own ethnicity. Y'all niggas are just trash, man. White people and black people, y'all are trash, man. Y'all just do this so stupid stuff. It's trash. So I think a nigga gonna tell me what I can and can't talk to. Tell me what I can and can't do. Man, please. Which I think people be kind of strange. You know, ask a Negro 3 times for their name. Tell what your name is, dude. Dang. That's how I know people be weird. Like, why don't you say what your name is? We ask me what your name is. Hold on. Vegas was cool, man. I enjoyed my time. Told y'all Vegas was cool because I ain't have to deal with no whites or no niggas. You gotta deal with neither one of y'all. You white weirdos that be doing what y'all doing, and then them niggas that be doing what they doing. I ain't gotta deal with none of y'all. Vegas is an extreme melting pot of all ethnicities that just want to get along and go do their thing and spend their money. You know, I wish the world could be like Vegas. Because, you know, Vegas is a great time where people can be at peace and be cool. Vegas ain't this channel, man, where I got a bunch of you stupid idiots, man, with fake profiles bothering everybody. I love being in places like this, man. Because like I said, man, people can just get along. People can leave everybody alone, go on about their business. You know, Vegas is not the time where everybody playing the victim online. Ain't nobody no victims in Vegas. Just living their life. Why can't y'all be like freaking Vegas? So I said, why can't the rest of the world just be like Vegas? Have a good time. Well, it's always the worst of the worst. You know, this is the worst of the worst niggas. Like somebody want to be in that little hellhole where you live at. These are trailer park trash, white Indiana niggas. They like somebody want to come to New Albany. Nigga, keep New Albany. You can keep your women over there. Don't nobody want them all trailer park hoes. I don't want them. Nigga in Detroit, like, don't nobody want your women in Detroit either, nigga. That's why they up there with you. Bro, I swear it's always like the worst of the worst niggas. Like, don't nobody want y'all, man. That's why you where you at. That's why I say I ain't got no internet beef with nobody, man. I'm too busy living my life doing what I want, man. Because I got a life to live, man. I got a good I ain't got a 401k yet, but I'm about to get one. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, credit getting better. I said, boy, I'm living my life doing what I want to. I ain't worried about no nigga. Everybody it's all they do all day, man. Go back on IG and argue and making these little stupid content videos about who better. And some white person said this today, and some nigga said this today. I said, well, bro, if you're not going to do nothing about it, then shut up. That's why I said I'm not even saying nothing about this stuff no more, because I'm getting tired of hearing you niggas talk. Every time something go on, man, we got one of y'all niggas on here just talking. Ain't gonna slide a block yet, man. Shut up, dude, if you ain't gonna do nothing. They just found another black man hanging in North Carolina, and now niggas want to take this perfect opportunity to make a video about it. If y'all not gonna go slide for the nigga that died, then shut up. Stop making videos, making it obvious. All these niggas do is make an obvious video. Here's another one, and what you gonna do, and then that's gonna be another one, because y'all not gonna do nothing about it. Slide for your city or shut up. You didn't have to tell us to slide for Breonna Taylor. We slid for Breonna Taylor because that's what we do. She from my city, so we're gonna slide for the girl from my city. See, Louisville ain't freaking Mississippi. We ain't slow like y'all niggas. We ain't slow like y'all. We a little dumb, but we ain't that dumb. See, people here actually love Breonna Taylor. They actually love this black woman that mind her business. People knew her personally. And she worked for the city. She was an EMT worker, I believe. Like, people loved her because she was a good woman. So, yeah, you best believe we going to slide for a woman that they try to cover up. They try to cover that up. And not only did we slide, but the FBI slid too. And that's why they got them fools off the street. And now all of them got charges. Now the whole department got taken down. They all getting taken down. They just doing stuff. That's why I tell people, you better enjoy your life. Yeah, I've been on up and up. That's why I tell people, enjoy your life. Go do stuff. Because you might lose your freedom soon. Somebody do something to your children, and even though you justify, the system might not see it that way, you might lose your freedom for a little bit. Maybe not forever, but you're going to lose for a little bit probably. Go enjoy your life, man. That's why I said, nope, I enjoy my 32 years on this earth, and I got many more years to be here, because I almost got killed at 25. I'm enjoying my life. Yeah, what a nigga said, man. People be scared to tell people they in Vegas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, they gonna think I'm sinning. Well, let an idiot think I'm sinning. Then what you ain't gonna do? Even if I was, what you gonna do about it? Nothing. I was in Vegas, didn't play one slot machine. Like no, niggas just say that now because they credit messed up. That's how they got their credit messed up, gambling. Oh, bad credit Craig done gambled his last retirement funds. Somebody retarded husband done gambled his money away. That's why he on there now. Nigga done gambled away his wife's life savings. He want to get on here now and talk about a nigga. Want to watch Steve and Darby now. Oh, fat boy done got scammed out of his money. You a stupid husband, boy. That's why you fat and you stupid and your mama fat and stupid like you. Don't gamble somebody's retirement fund on their 401ks over. You lucky I ain't your wife. I'll crack you upside your head and broke your noggin with that skillet. I don't know how your wife ain't strangled you in your sleep yet. I did it. You stupid nigga. Fat boy. Yeah, and I can't wait till the day your wife leave you with your bad credit having self. You gonna need plenty of Patron to sip on, you fat boy. Buddy looked like a live-action Mutant Ninja Turtle. He said, when I talk, he's so fat, look like he got a shell on his back already, dag on it. That's why I say I get away from you fools. That's why I say I got a lot of cleaning up to do, man. I try to clean up this channel. Too much work. I don't want to. I don't like y'all. So I'm going to do something else. Discord getting cleaned up. Everybody that's inactive, you getting thrown out. I don't care who you are. You getting thrown out. If you're inactive, you get thrown out. Oh, yes. I don't care, pretty woman. You getting thrown out, too. Everybody getting thrown out. So I'm about to put out a PSA. Give everybody about a week to respond to. Anybody didn't respond to it, thrown out. Vanished. Gonna add people to a community, man, and Negroes don't want to participate. And then wonder why Negroes can't have none, because people can't even participate in the stuff that people add them in. And then we ain't got nothing. Here come this old bad credit nigga. Oh, well, I ain't got nothing with a community. We ain't got a community center. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing for us. And then people trying to do something, you don't even support it. You don't even support it. Hold on. That's why I say you always got a weird Negro somewhere sitting there talking. Where everybody else spend their life, what everybody else doing with their credit and their money. So yeah, I've been living my best life. So I ain't worried about no trolls. I ain't worried about no weirdos. They gonna do what they do. That's why they ain't got no money. That's why they ain't got no life, because they too busy watching other people. We crying about a bunch of trolls. Let them troll. Why y'all worry about a bunch of these little dumb white boys in the comments? They dumb white boys. Don't nobody want them. Bloody thing is about as big as this. It's coming from white women. This is what white women say. Dude's thing is about as big as this. He ain't gonna hit no cervix. He ain't gonna be able to even impregnate you, because Negro ain't got nothing to work with. Why y'all worried? Because they in the internet in the comments calling people niggers and mud sharks. They gonna do that because that's about as big enough energy they gonna get for the day. That's the only time he can feel massive is when he's on there with a no picture profile. Why do y'all let that offend y'all? Yes, it is weird that people do that, but I said, but yeah, well, you know what? He's just mad because his white women are getting pumped by a bunch of black dudes. Why he want to go do the, white men want to go do the whole world, but they want their women to be exclusively for them. Just like happy niggas won't go do the whole world, but want black women to be exclusively for them. Y'all the same. Y'all the same. No matter about the color, y'all the same. Y'all are the same. You the same. That's why I said I hope it hurt all y'all little white boys hard. I hope it hurt all y'all hard. That's why I say yeah. See, your daddy grew up in the 60s being racist to niggas all day. Now his daughter getting pumped with kids by niggas. All your daughter want is a black thing. She don't want nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah. Have fun raising the mixed babies, nigga. Have fun raising your grandchildren that's now part of your DNAs and get some of that white credit money now because of that. See? Maybe you should have spent your life being racist. Your daughter probably wouldn't be all up on niggas. That's why they talk about white people. Man, well, that's your penance. That's your penance for being racist. See, that is your penance. That is your payment for spending all your life wanting to be racist and stuff. Yeah, that's your penance. Then you got mixed grandkids. The very thing that you hated now is going to be a part of you. The very thing you worked so hard for to get them, just, I can't stand these niggas. Now niggers are in your family. Yeah. That's your penance right there. Now you got to live with it until you die. Be on the lookout, y'all. Got a lot of angry dudes with small chobes. That's why I know every time something going on, they go get this little idiot, Jake Lang, or some little white girl on here that call people niggas and stuff. I said, and they gonna get theirs. And when they get folded, and they get publicly folded in front of everybody, and millions of people watching them get folded, they gonna remember that. Jake Lang get beat up everywhere you go, man. That's why I said, dude, I'm starting to think these dudes are paid CIA informants, man. They do stuff to antagonize people. Because they know niggas gonna get mad. Niggas ain't gonna end them, though. They not gonna kill them. You gonna just get mad, though. Like I said, niggas done got killed for less. Somebody is disrespecting your people, and you gonna do nothing about it. But sit there, oh my God, look what they did. Like, they really out here colored niggers. Yeah, and they gonna keep calling you niggas because you ain't gonna do nothing. That's why I said I ain't saying nothing else. I ain't talking no more or nothing. You know what's sad? People are tallying up the people that's getting hung now. They tallying it up, making profile pictures and stuff about like, this is the 12th person that's got hung so far. How many more? Until you step up and do something about it. Until you step up and do something about it. You gonna make it the 13th. When did we get to a point where we getting hunted and we on the internet talking about getting hunted? Y'all niggas are y'all just soft. And that's how I know a lot of stuff ain't gonna change until y'all start waking up. When you gonna get mad enough to protect your city? All y'all niggas claiming a block, talking about this is my city. When you gonna get mad enough and step up and claim your city, dude? Because they doing this in y'all towns, right? They doing this in places where I don't even know why niggas even live at. North Carolina and Mississippi. This is the second person I think they got allegedly or whatever. I think it was in North Carolina. I know one was in right outside of Raleigh, and I think the other one was like some little other town in Carolina. I'm like, why do niggas even live in these towns? Why do y'all live there? I don't stretch. You better go get your little niggas to step up and do something. I said, you know what y'all doing? Y'all really emboldening these people to do what they do. Because y'all just want to talk. That's why I told you, see, when you don't stand on, see, you can talk, but when you don't stand on business, I said, people gonna just walk all over you. This is why I stand on business with my own people. I stand on business with niggas, because I know niggas ain't gonna do nothing. You gonna sit there talking. And it's the same with white people. I said, they gonna talk, but they ain't gonna do nothing. And if you try to do something, you gonna be a nigga that day to me. You gonna be a nigga. Because I'm gonna treat you just like I treat them. Yeah, dude ain't hang himself. And yet they blatantly lying to us in our face, and niggas ain't gonna do nothing about it yet. And now there's some niggas hoping the feds get involved. What, the feds gonna get involved after you go slide all them? You want the feds to get involved after you get your street justice. And I think people be knowing who doing it. I think they know the police are the ones that's doing it. That's why, is it no coincidence that a lot of these police officers be dying, that people be killing these niggas left and right? What they don't tell you and what you don't see is that they die all the time. They be dying left and right. They can't get them to stop dying. Because they always doing stuff. CPD, which is Chicago Police Department, they be dropping all the time. There's even rappers putting in their raps, they say, man, I'm CPDK, which means I'm Chicago Police Department killer. They be dropping them all the time because they be doing stuff. It's always known Chicago got a very corrupt police department. Them, New York, LA, certain places just like Mississippi, like y'all, these are places that I know. Even Louisville is known for having one of the worst in the nation. And then wonder why people are dropping them, because they be doing stuff. Guess who be dropping them too? It all Negroes be dropping them, but guess who do it too? White people. White people. Because if it's anybody that don't like the law, white people don't love the law. They can't stand them. That's why they don't expect white people to do it. They don't expect their killer to be white, because they think, oh no, they're like us. No, they're not, bro. White people are more radical than us. They all dirty. That's why I said all the police departments are dirty. They all dirty. All of them. They all dirty, man. Because again, they found it off the, like, bro, I think the U.S. Marshals is the oldest department in the United States. The U.S. Marshals was formed, I think, back in the 1700s or the 1800s. They was pretty much the slave catchers. They went after slaves. That's what they did. That's why the U.S. Marshals are still a thing to this day. They're the oldest form of police in this country. I believe they're the oldest form of police in this country. They've been known to be doing stuff. That's why they still doing stuff now. And that's why when some of them be dropping, I don't know how much they stuff happens, but I know with the local police be the ones that seem to just be doing everything wrong. Because what they don't understand is, like I said, nobody likes y'all. Nobody cares about y'all. That's why a lot of good police officers had a hard time, because they wouldn't deal with their rotten apples. See, it wasn't even the fact that they did nothing wrong. They wouldn't deal with their rotten apples. And when you won't deal with your own kind, everybody's going to loop you in to the same category. So that's why everybody was looping them in. That's why they was out here in the protest getting beat up, getting ran over, because they wouldn't go against the ones that was doing what they did. So everybody just put them in the same category. So now when you got 42 police officers hurt in Philly, now they sitting there like, oh, this is crazy. Yeah, because you won't go against the ones doing what they doing. You won't go against the people doing stuff to a certain people. So now you're going to get looped up in the same thing. It's the same thing when it comes to the black women. Y'all won't go after the ones that's making y'all look bad. So now all y'all get in the same category and wonder why you have an issue with some of these black men. Because you won't go after the ones doing what they doing. If you won't go after the ones that stand apart, you are going to be wrapped up in the same thing. Yeah, Marshall's the oldest form of, I think they the oldest form of police. They always pretty much form, man, to get niggas. That's all. Why you think it ain't never changed? Why you think they always want to get us? They ain't investigating no neo-Nazi niggas. They want to investigate us. Ain't enough Negroes to do a terror attack. Ain't enough. Negroes don't even know how to get a bomb. Negroes don't even know how to. Negroes barely even know how to properly clean and load a gun. They don't know nothing about no explosives. Well, I would love how they be trying to make like we the terrorists. Like, boy, please, ain't nobody that bigger terrorists want to get RPGs and blow up a block. There was only one man that I heard that wanted to do that allegedly, and that was a four-corner hustler in Chicago. That was back in like 1994. D'Angelo Roberts. He was mad because the police was doing stuff. See, that's what they don't tell you. The police to be the one doing stuff. That's why he was mad. They try to just make like dude was just angry. It's like no, dude was mad because police was doing stuff. Which again, I think he was kind of evil because he allegedly, I don't know how true this is, he was dating the high-ranking daughter of a four-corner hustler, but he wanted to be in charge. So he had her daddy killed, and I think he had a child with her or whatever. Again, don't know how real this is. Don't know how true this is. But then he found out that the police officers was the one that was, I think they extorted him or they took his money or his dope or something like that. And I think they was trying to play him. And so he got mad on the phone and he was like, I'm gonna kill y'all. And he went to the black market and he was about to buy like a whole bunch of like RPGs and explosives because he wanted to blow up the police department. This nigga was radical. He was trying to blow them up. And so he wasn't stupid. He sent one of his guys in to go do the deal and he knew it was a bust. And once he called him back, he said, once he called the police back and he found out what they did, he said, I'm going to kill all y'all. He said, that's my dope, that's my guns, I'm going to kill y'all. And so he tried to blow him up. And then next thing you know, they say he just wound up dead in the back of a trunk somewhere. They said his killer was never caught. Because we know why. The police did it. We know why. Duh. If you can't never catch the killer, it's the police. That's why these niggas that go missing getting hung get to be the police. They either dropping them off to the people that's doing it, or they the ones doing it themselves. And then you wonder why blue lives are getting dropped. You wonder why police are dropping all over this nation because people know the stuff they be doing. They see how they do people. And I don't feel sorry for them niggas one bit. I don't feel sorry for y'all. Not one bit. People be pleading with them like, hey, man, can you not harass me in front of my children? Can you not pull me out the car like that? I seen a video, man, they was trying to pull this dude out the car. Just to harass him. He didn't even do nothing wrong. His kid in the backseat is crying. He's like, bro, stop. What are y'all doing? My kid's crying. Stop. Here come this dumb woman, won't drag him out the car. I'm going to tase you. Two of them on this nigga, trying to tase him. He's like, no, stop, please don't, please don't. And then they tased him. He's sitting there screaming. His kid is in here screaming. He's like, stop, what are you doing? He's laying down screaming. He done told him to stop too many times. They wouldn't stop. And then he went and got his own gun and shot both of them and killed them. Both of them. He said, I told y'all to stop. Drove off. And now they on the ground screaming. That's what you get. That's what you get. You should have left him alone. You shouldn't have did them like that. You can't harass a man in front of his family. Think he ain't gonna kill you, nigga. Add them to the honorary police officers that fall. Add them to the fallen officers. Since you didn't want to properly train your officers, then you got to put them on the billboard. Then you got to put them up on the wall. Yeah. No, nobody feels sorry for y'all. Nobody feels sorry for y'all. There are a lot of good officers in the line of duty. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of good police officers. But y'all won't call out your own. So you're going to get looped in with them. You might have to pay for what they did. How many corrupt cops done gave somebody the abusive Rodney King traffic stop? And now they hanging niggas. And so now when niggas get pulled over by y'all, they gonna start shooting y'all. You might be a good cop to try to do your job. Now you gonna have to be the one taking the bullets and the beating. Because now you won't call out the ones that's doing what they doing, so now you're gonna get looped in with them. People gonna be too scared to get pulled over and just scared that they can even drive away. So now y'all gonna get done in. Call out your evil white counterparts. You better call them out. Yeah, that's why I said it's whatever. That's why I tell you, get your cameras. Get all your cameras, man, installed. Go live like I be going live. Do all of that. Because you need to make sure you make it back home to your people, just in case you ever do get pulled over. Just in case you ever encounter one of these idiots. Have your weapons on you at all time, man. Be smart. Be courteous. And know your rights. Know all your rights. Work for white people. That's why I'm about to print out copies of the Constitution. You niggas gonna read this. Can I exit the vehicle? Nigga, make me exit the vehicle. For what reason? I ain't even did nothing. Know your rights. Like, no, you ain't give me an exit this vehicle so you can put me in the back of this undisclosed cop car and drive me to the woods. Nigga, nah. And I said, if you want to get busy, we're going to get busy here, but you ain't going to be taking me out to no woods, putting no rope around my neck. You're going to have to shoot me then. I'll be doggone. You think you're going to take me somewhere discreet and give me around 8 of y'all? Negro, please. Maybe one of my people be running them over in the routine traffic stop. People run them niggas over. You a traffic cone. See, you shouldn't have been out there. You shouldn't have been out there messing with people. I don't got no respect for y'all. I ain't got no respect for none of y'all. Like I said, I do respect the good ones because there are a lot of good ones. But I said, but you know what? Since y'all won't say nothing that's going on with that, then y'all getting looped in with them too. That's why I said the night I got shot, man, I had a police officer, man. He took me to the hospital, man. Shout out to him. He was a good officer. He just sat in the back of the car and talked to me, man. You know what I'm saying? He took the matter very seriously. I appreciate him. He took the matter very seriously. Whether it was either to prove a point that police care or whether it was just he was a very concerned man, he really did his job. I appreciate that. A couple of days after I got shot, I went back out. Not too far from here, right up the street and like kind of like down and around the corner or whatever, like right up there downtown. I went out. And that's the day we found out we had a rat among us. This old short, fat, stubby black dude, he was a detective. But he merged himself in with the people to make it look like he was with us because he was trying to figure out the real routine plan. They always send a nigga. We had a Brandon Tatum out there, y'all. They sent a Brandon Tatum out there to come and figure out what's up. To merge in with the people. This nigga doing the white man work. And people found out and chased him up the street in his car. Chased him. He was the loudest one with the megaphone. Always the loudest ones. That's why I told y'all, the ones that speak the loudest are the niggas. The Uncle Toms. Officer Tatum is the biggest Uncle Tom, the loudest one in the room. And I said, right, it was like a movie. And the police was right there, and the police didn't even help this nigga. You know, the funniest part. Oh my God. Bro, that was the funniest part because they had to do traffic stops. They had to do like little pit maneuvers and setups all over the city. And they saw this nigga getting chased by a bunch of black Negroes, and they did nothing. His white counterparts did nothing to save him. They chased this nigga up the street, up Broadway. Yo, they chased the nigga up 4th and Broadway, I think. And I sat right there and watched because I'm like, surely, I said, these police gonna get these niggas. I said, they didn't do nothing. I said, look how they throw you under the bus. Nigga. And maybe they didn't do nothing because they saw all of us out there. They didn't want to deal with the heat of probably 200 protesters out there. They didn't want to deal with that. So that's probably why they didn't do nothing. So that show you right there, snakes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get back to this story. As a matter of fact, that's a story in Louisville going viral. This nigga slammed out his own homie and took a picture with the homie kids at the funeral. He took a picture with this nigga kids, dude. And he was the one that killed the homie, and nobody even knew it was him. They didn't find out till I think 2 years later. This nigga slimed his own mans out and took a picture with his man's sons, his 2 sons. And it came out he was the one that killed homie, and now it's going viral. Snakes in your face, man. Snakes in your face. And that should tell you right there, snakes. It's a nigga from Louisville. This is going viral all over the world. This is going viral. And I said, yeah, it sounds about the Louisville way. It sounds about what a Louisville nigga would do. Slam you out. He slammed out mans that took a picture with his sons at the funeral. Like he didn't just kill their father. Snake, man. Snake. That's why I said, be careful who you call friend. Be careful who you call ally. Everybody, like I said, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Everybody ain't your friend. There be a nigga that'll slam you out and smile in your funeral, taking pictures with your kids. Can you imagine that? The dead can't speak, so they can't defend themselves. How can you live with yourself knowing you killed your child's father? You killed some kid's father, man. And you taking a picture with his sons, like, bro, you the grimiest nigga ever. You the grimiest nigga ever. And even though we don't like Brandon Tatum, I can't stand it. But no, let's keep talking about Brandon Tatum. Not the nigga that just slammed out another black man in front of his sons. No. Let's keep talking about Raised Bait Tatum that they paying to do this. Keep talking about Officer Tatum. He's the worst of the worst. Ain't nothing worse than a nigga that do some stuff like that. Officer Tatum is the worst, but again, ain't nothing worse than a nigga that do stuff like that. You clearly hate your people. You clearly hate your people. Anyways, yeah, just straight evil. But anyways, back to my Louisville story. Um, After they ran off that black detective up the street, because I didn't know what was going on. I said they chasing this dude and he's driving away with the megaphone screaming at people and hollering and stuff, and he's still driving with his door open. I'm like, bro, what is he doing? And then they was like, yeah, they found out he was undercover. He was undercover detective, spying on niggas. But he was the loudest one out there. I said, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. So there was some white officers over there. And so everybody was out there hollering at the white officers. And they said, if y'all really care, to take a knee. And so all of them got on their knee and took a knee. And so some people was like, yeah, they stand with us. And then, the radical white guys. That's why I said, don't listen, y'all. Everybody ain't no food. White girls ain't no food. There was a couple of white girls. They said, don't fall for this. They said they just murdered Breonna Taylor. They said, don't y'all fall for this. Ain't y'all friend. And then they walked through. They said, no justice, no peace. They walked up the streets just hollering. That's why I said white people won't fall for that. That's why I said some of them ain't stupid. They ain't falling for that. And so I remember I went to it was a female officer. I went to a white officer. After everybody kept going up the street marching, I stayed back and talked to her. I was a couple people that stayed back and was just, I guess, hollering at him. I would not calmly talk to her. I say, can I talk to you real quick, ma'am? And she was like, yo, what's up? And I said, listen, I know y'all heard about a couple of, I think it was like 2 days ago. I said, or 3 days ago, that somebody started shooting the first night of the incident, and 7 people got shot. And I said, I was one of the 7 people that got shot, And I told her, and I said, I'm gonna give you props. I said, one of y'all own actually saved my life, took me to the hospital, man. I actually cared about your boy, you know what I'm saying? And I said, and I saw a lot of good in that man. And I said, now I know we out here for a reason, because there are a lot of them that do what they do. And I said, but there are good ones like him. I said, we need more of him in y'all. I said, more of y'all need to be like him. And I said, now I'm not gonna go out here and cuss you out. I ain't gonna go out and do this stuff. I said, but I'm out here to make a statement that I said that there is some good out here. And I said, we need more officers like him. And I said, do us a favor and be more like him. I said, I'm not saying you a better officer or nothing. I said, but we need y'all to act like how he acted. I said, he didn't hesitate to save me, save my life and a couple other people when it came time. I said, be like that. Show us the example that all LMPD is not bad. Show us the example like that. And I made a very firm claim. That's how Daddy would talk. Like, Daddy would talk to you firm. Daddy would look at you in your eye like that. He didn't have to raise his voice one time, but he'll look at you and point at you. That's how I was talking. And I talked to her very calmly. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you know what? I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you for telling me that. And she was like, just be safe out here. You know what I'm saying? I shook her hand. We was like, okay, just be more like dude. I said, I ain't got to holler at you and whatever. I said, because I know y'all might not necessarily be the ones that's doing them wrong. I said, so I'm not going to get non-affiliates, but you're part of that system. I said, but I'm going to let you know now. I'm going to let y'all with a nice warning, like, hey, be more like dude, because if you come out doing stuff, we're going to have to do something to you. We're going to have to get at you. You know what I'm saying? And then I went on about my business, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when it just got even more chaotic out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, kid, shut up. On the bridge, I was hollering, shut up. I'm doing a live stream here. Shut up, you little snot nose. But, yeah, like I said, y'all, evil knows no bounds, man. But like I said, I'm not going to take my energy out on non-affiliates, man. People that ain't did nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said I think people take stuff way too far, man. As y'all know, I sat in into my birthday, man. Hayden Panettiere died, you know what I'm saying? Which is sad, because I actually liked Hayden Panettiere, man. She was just that girl, you know what I'm saying? Her and Hillary Duff, I just like those girls, you know what I mean? Like everybody, even the black community, they loved them too, man, because they always was cool. They was themselves, never gave nobody issues. They minded their business, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Hayden Panettiere was off of the Remember the Titans, man. Like, she was a cutie, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loved her, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember she was one of my favorites, man, like around like 2004, 5, 6, whatever. I said, bro, I used to love her. Because she was just always naturally pretty. I always seen on the Neutrogena commercials. And I was like, she's just so beautiful, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so she was always, when we did Woman Crush Wednesday at the time, which is so stupid, she was always one of my Woman Crush Wednesdays. I'm like, bro, she's just so pretty, man. She's beautiful. She's nice. She mind her business. You know what I'm saying? She a little short thing, so I'm like, okay. And then I was doing a live stream with y'all, and I got a little IG alert on my threads. It said Hayden Panettiere died. I said, died? I said, hold on, wait. That's why I told y'all, hold on. I went on pause. And I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what happened? Bro, she was so cute and she was still young. She was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, she was cool peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't watch all those other movies, but um, I remember her being out of the Remember the Titans. Then I remember I watched one of the Scream movies. She was on Scream, you know what I'm saying? So, it's whatever. But if you had to know why you watch me for, nigga, go on. But like I said, she was on one of the Scream movies, so she was pretty, man. You know what I'm saying? And so there was even a woman on there. She was like, she speaks on a lot of pro-black stuff. She said, listen, she said, I'm pro-black. She said, but there are a lot of black people, there are a lot of white people that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And she said, some of y'all a little bit too pro-black to where she was like, they don't like you speaking on nobody. Like, you can't say nothing about nobody white. You can't do. I'm like, dude, why you care? I said, bro, leave people alone. Just because you pro-black don't mean you can't acknowledge a lot of great people that's white or this another color. Let's stop doing that stuff. It's always niggas they always do this stuff, man. They always do this weird stuff. They want to choose a time. That's why I said niggas choose the worst time to speak. Didn't nobody ask you to speak for a nigga? Like this nigga now. Nobody care, man. Why you speaking for? Niggas choose the worst time to say something. You wonder why people don't care about us? Because y'all always choose the worst time to talk, man. Shut up. Yeah, she got the same birthday as my sister. August 21st. That's her birthday. And that's why I say, like, bro, this is a cool white girl that everybody liked, man. Everybody loved Hayden Panettiere, man. I know there was dudes on the internet. They said, bro, I didn't like white girls. They said that was the one white girl I did like. Hayden Panettiere, Hilary Duff. Those are two white baddies. Nobody could ever say they didn't like. Everybody liked them. That's why I said, like, bro, I would have loved to have met her in real life, man. She was always cool, man. Because I was just asking, I think, a while back. I said, what happened to her? I said, I ain't seen her in a minute. You know what I'm saying? My brother died like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They said she got on drugs real bad, but that ain't what killed her. We know what killed her. Because she had just recently came out talking about the dark side of the industry. And she was like, that was some old man that was trying to, some woman was trying to get her around some old dude on a boat or something. Oh, sickos. It sounded like what they was talking about in the Epstein files. That was sick stuff. And she came out and told on it. And she didn't name the people, but she said what had happened. You know what I'm saying? Because then they was like in the same documentary or whatever she was on, they was like, she was talking about she was excited to live, had plans for the future and all of that. Like, of course, she was dealing with the death of her brother and dealing with some postpartum, obviously. But it wasn't enough to make her suicidal. I don't believe she was suicidal. They was like, she was excited for some big plans she had coming up and all type of stuff. And I said, well, we know that don't add up. That definitely don't add up. So that's why you see a lot of people making these posts about, like, I'm not depressed, I'm not suicidal. Because in case, God forbid, something happened to them, they want everybody to know I would never kill myself. That's why you see people that end up dead, they be like, hey, they would never kill them. They say, look, I'm low, but I would never kill myself. I'll kill you, but I ain't gonna kill myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said she was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, RP to her. That was a sad way to end my birthday, you know what I'm saying? But RP to her. You know, I don't really care about celebrities at all, man. I don't care about no celebrities, but there are some people that, like I said, that are cool. That's just like, bro, they was always cool. You know what I'm saying? They was the ones that was in the industry, mind their business. They always seemed like they was good, never gave nobody an issue. So I can respect that. Definitely can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Then I found out, I think it was Neutrogena. Somebody, whatever company she was for, I think it was Neutrogena that did fire. But they got mad because she talked about the effects of postpartum depression. I'm like, dude, she just had a freaking child. They was mad that she was talking about postpartum and they fired her. I'm like, how you gonna fire a nigga for talking about postpartum? You can't fire somebody for talking about that. That's a natural way of life. So you gonna get mad at a woman because she talking about postpartum? That's the part of their life, dude. You can't get mad at them for that. And they said, well, they didn't like the fact she was speaking on that topic. I guess what she had said about it. So they fired the nigga. I said, so now that's really what you call it, being prejudiced towards a woman, because that's something that a real biological woman has to deal with. It's postpartum. A nigga pretending he's y'all can't deal with that. But let a nigga get on there pretending he one of y'all. Let him get on there. They wouldn't fire him for that. Guarantee you, if it was freaking James Charles that got on there and said something, they wouldn't fire this nigga. Saucy Santana, this old freaking fat nigga with a wig on, they wouldn't say nothing about him. But an actual biological woman that can actually produce and have children, and she got on there and talked about postpartum, and they fired her for that? Yeah. See, it says in the last day that called right, wrong, and wrong, right. And then some fat homo, Saucy Santana's on there gyrating his fat hips on her in front of a bunch of 8 and 9-year-olds, and you niggas ain't said nothing about that. Nigga talking about little kids want to F him. Y'all ain't did nothing about this nigga, but some woman get on there talking about some postpartum. You gonna fire her? Stuff don't never make no daggone sense, man. That's why I said, like, nah, people on to y'all. People on to y'all. It's like every time one of them industry weird or one of them industry plants, or somebody speak out against y'all, they always end up dead. I end up crazy. Or something happened to them. I'm like, nah, people on to y'all. That's why I said that Epstein files are pretty much exposed everybody and everything. That's why people making videos now. I'm not suicidal. I would never kill myself. I would never hurt myself. It's almost like an insurance policy. You have to take it out now. That's sad. You got to almost do that. The niggas would be like, well, they was depressed. Well, they was depressed for 30-something years. They ain't never killed themselves. They ain't just like they woke up this morning and decided to end it all. Like, nah. That's why I said a lot of stuff don't be making sense. I think it's so crazy how they can fire y'all biological women for talking about having postpartum. And that's not considered a crime. That's not considered a what's it called, man? Is it prejudice or whatever the word is called? I can't think of it. Some nigga that put on a wig and pretend to be y'all, they have no issue with. Niggas getting on there and putting on a wig talking about as a woman. Like you would know, nigga. And that's why I said, I'm like, honestly, you want to kind of get upset about that stuff. But I said, but honestly, that's on y'all women. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. Y'all was for these weirdos doing it. So I said, I can't really speak out on y'all topics with that. Y'all gonna have to speak out on that now. That ain't my problem. I still think it's weird as all I do is y'all let a nigga pretend he got a wig on. He one of y'all. Nigga talking about as a woman. Then people went out and made jokes about it. They said, that's transphobic. How is that transphobic? That's just to tell the truth. Dude don't even look like one. I said, bro, he look like a cocoa bean, dude. Like, he looked like a freaking weirdo. He didn't even try to lighten his voice up like that. Dude didn't even have the Michael Jackson on. He as a woman. Like, bro, you sound like a nigga. How you gonna pretend like you one of them? You don't even try to pretend. Could at least did the voice better. Like, dang, bro, you was already butch ugly. You could have did the voice better. And then they telling you that something wrong with you if you don't accept it. And I said, well, how we get here? And that's why I said it was sad that, a biological woman is getting, you know what I'm saying? She got fired for speaking her views on postpartum. I said, but again, when you open the door to weird stuff, everything weird comes. And people just thought it was just opening up the door for them to have freedom and do hair. And now they taking y'all rights. Now they taking y'all freedom. Now when you dealing with somebody taking your right as a biological woman, now it hurts. Now y'all getting persecuted more than the niggas that's doing this stuff. I said, but that's the stuff that you do. What's up, Jones? I said, that's the stuff that you do. I said, bro, you the one that did it though. And that's why I said, now you starting to feel the effects of what you do and what you gave. Like, this is what come with it, nigga. This is what come with it. So that's why I said, as bad as people want to feel for some of y'all, I said, bro, you the one that brought it there. You the one that opened up the door for it. That's why I said it ain't never an issue until women get affected with it. Then that's when they decide that's when they won't do something. If you didn't vote like that, you would never brought it here in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I'm still dealing with some jet lag, you know what I'm saying? I've been on 3 different time zones, man. I was on the West Coast time zone, Central time zone, then I'm on the East Coast time zone. So, like I said, I just been trying to balance myself out, you know what I mean? Hey, Jones. Now when me and you go somewhere, Jones, I'm gonna use that struggle, Jones, so we can get it for free. As a woman, nigga this big with arms this big. As a woman, I don't appreciate you making me wait at the back of the line. As a woman, I demand it. What you gonna do? Say I'm not? I can sue you. I can use some extra dollars. Shoot. Like, but see, that's why I said when you open up the door to one thing, you open up the door to all things. One weird door is not gonna bring in one weird thing. It's gonna bring in all weird things. Now everybody freaking weird. I refuse to believe that a nigga with a wig could be anything like Hayden Panettiere. And you ain't no biological woman, nigga. That is a slap in the face. I don't even know how in the world y'all even brought that, like how y'all even let that slide, bro. That's crazy to me. There's a reason why Negroes had crushes like Hayden Panettiere and Lizzie McGuire and freaking Nia Long and stuff, man. We like biological women, man. We don't want no nigga with a wig. That's disgusting. Like I said, if that's how you get down, that's how you get down. That ain't how we do it. That's not how we do it. That's why I said I ain't for no liberal, I ain't for no conservative. Conservatives are weird, doing what they doing, and liberals are the ones that's backing this stuff too. So I'm just like, bro, you screwed on both sides. It don't matter who you ain't gonna make it on both sides. They all weird. One getting them in a position of power. What do you think they gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do? The outcome of it is being a freaking weirdo, because they all freaking weird. And then the thing that gets me is that it's funny how they'll say something like that. Somebody will make a joke. You know, people be doing these little reaction videos on Instagram, like little response videos. And the dude did it, he said, as a woman, and somebody was on there making a joke about it. Because, I mean, everybody was taking that same clip and making it funny. Because it's like, nigga, you ain't no woman, you look like a horse. Here comes some woke black man, some woke weirdo. See, the transphobia is just so weird here. Nigga, it's gay. That's why I said, yep. And y'all wonder why y'all can't get no black men, because these niggas are doing as a woman type. You wonder why. That's his first thing he get on here and defend y'all. He defends a black tranny before he defends y'all. Crazy work. Crazy work. Yep, we know what he likes to slurp. Oh, he loves giving that top. He loves receiving it too. Because that's the only reason you'll get on here and defend that. I said, yep, we know why. We know why. Crazy. Yeah. See. Now y'all wonder why y'all not a protected class. You wonder why you ain't got nobody coming to your aid, because the niggas are too busy taking up and taking it from the tranny. Sipping that henna, getting that tranny. I told y'all, man, Negroes do not want black vagina no more. They want a black thing. That's what they want. It's really what they want. That's why y'all being mad at a nigga to go get a Hispanic or a white woman. Hey, at least be happy the niggas still like women. Because half you niggas that claim they love black women they like the black as a woman type. They don't like the black women. They like the black as a woman type. Buddy trying to go get that ride. That's why I said, like, yo, don't pretend like you don't know. Like you don't know. You know, man, please. You know. Let's see. Probably go ahead and leave. Niggas be strange, y'all. They be strange. Oh, man. That's why I say y'all boy ever wonder how they run to their aid, they don't run to y'all aid. You know why. You know exactly why. I'm at the walking bridge, Jones. Y'all not know the background? Y'all don't know how the background is? I'm finna get up out of here. I've been over here for like, what? Close to 2 hours now. What's today, Tuesday? What's up, Laura? Well, thank you. I sure appreciate it, girl. Appreciate all the B-lady love I'm getting. Because, you know, some people act like they don't like me no more. Said, oh, I wish I had people that loved me and took care of me. If you love me, you'll pay my bills. You'll pay my car note or something. Thank you. I appreciate it. Speaking of which, I was talking about cleaning my Discord. Laura, I need to add you to this Discord now because I'm about to get up off his channel. So, I don't know how often you get on here and watch me, but I would say now would be a good time. Now or never, because, like I said, man, I'm cleaning up my Discord anyways. I'm finna throw a lot of people. And so we got to be quick. If I send you the link, you're going to have to hurry up and add yourself and and whatever. Like I said, the channel's gonna be dead on September 1st. Oh, Yeller in it. It actually feels good. I don't want to do this no more. I really don't. I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, well, make sure you got Discord download. I'm seeing the link now. I'm seeing the link so you can be on there. And hurry up and add yourself. As soon as you see it, hurry up and click it, because we got a bunch of weirdos trying to add themselves. So I had to hurry up and monitor half these little weirdos. So I ain't gonna be having no watching people idly by. Like, I don't be doing that stuff. I do not do that stuff. There be people that be doing that, man. Just sitting there, they'll join the conversation, won't even say nothing. Like, no. You ain't gonna be in here just not listening on. Like, no. You gonna come in and talk. That's why I tell people now, don't add yourself. You add yourself when I tell you to add you. This ain't just for all. Don't do this for everybody. Be a weirdo in there, listen to everybody's messages, man. Listen to everybody else's stories and struggles. Yeah, I know that's weird. It's always they don't want to tell what they doing, but they want to listen to everybody else's problems and everybody else's shortcomings and stuff. Be the main ones want to judge everybody. Yeah, that's because we don't know you a 25-year dope fiend. We don't know that. You ain't say nothing to that. That's why I'm like, nah, and that's why I said now that's why I said like now we can do background. I don't just be typing up people. But if we ever need to, we can definitely do background checks. We can definitely find out what you is and what you been into. I tried to give her the link last time. I was trying to give a couple other people the link, and here come two weirdos want to add themselves. Two idiots in here that I told don't add yourself if you ain't one of the ones. You know, it's always the idiot thing. Oh, no, you ain't talking to me. No, you talking to no, I'm talking to you. They thought I didn't get the notification, like I didn't see who was going to be in here. Like, man, please, I know who's in here. I get the notifications. That's how I know people add themselves. That's why I asked you, are you such and such? And you said no. I threw them out. I blocked them. What made you think you cool to add yourself? Please. Here the whole time ain't talking. And that's how you know those are the weirdos I threw out. Those are probably the weirdos I threw out. They have an issue with get thrown out, and that's why they come back now. Well, I think I asked you last time was you one of the names? I think I asked you if you was both of the names. You said nah. So I threw whoever it was. I threw him out. Because I said, look, I don't know who people is. I don't know who you is. I need to tell me your name. That's why I said tell me your username so when I add you, I know who you are. So I don't just sit right here and think you one of them. Because I got a lot of weirdos that try to add themselves, man, throw them out. I don't have people come in there. I don't like everybody in my stuff. Yeah, let us know when you got it up, when you're ready, so I can go ahead and add you. Ow. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. I'm looking at myself now, like I told you, I used to set up right here, like doing my music. I was not really on this side. I was more like on this side over here, like right around there, doing my music and whatever. Of course, everybody will like walk all over the bridge and, you know, walk up to me and stuff like that. And I was doing that about like, 3 years ago? I look at my life now, like, bro, my life is so much further and better than that now, you know what I'm saying? That was just me trying to make a way, trying to move out to San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to get back out here now and doing that again, man. I want to get back out here doing that because that was actually fun, man. I enjoyed it. Playing my music and my songs and stuff like that and having people just enjoy what I do, you know what I'm saying? So definitely want to get back out here and do that, you know what I mean? Definitely set a vibe, set a presence out here, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I got you, yeah. Just let me know when you're ready so I can go ahead and add the link, you know what I'm saying? So you can already have it, and then, like I said, it'll, you know, because I'm trying to get the best people in here, man. It's hard to get everybody in here at the same time because, like I said, I don't think people know when I go live, man, because it don't always push the notifications or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But and then some people just don't show up, you know, until after the stream, and then they want to comment on after the stream. And then I'll be trying to tell people again, I don't respond to everything and I don't check everything out. But if you don't want to comment on the stream every time it's done, stop doing that. If it's the same person, stop doing that. Stop commenting the same stuff. I ain't gonna tell you again. If you comment the same thing one more time, I'm gonna block you. Don't do it again. I mean, be a bunch of fanatics, man. They be leaving multiple comments under one video. Like, bro, put it all in one comment. Or don't comment none at all. But stop putting the same comment in the same video. Stop doing that. You know who you are, man. Stop doing that stuff. That's annoying. why I said my videos be full of that. That's why I said people go through my videos and watch it, they gonna think I got a freaking stalk in here. Stop doing that. Bro, it's the exact same comments, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, exact same comments. I'm finna get on out of here, man. Like I said, man, you know, I'm just... This is why I don't want to do this a lot of this no more, man. You just get tired of people just keep doing this stuff, man. It's like, it's so fanatic stuff. Stop doing that. If you want to come and say what's up, come and say what's up. I have no issue with that, man. You know what I'm saying? But don't keep saying the same thing. They're going to spam the same message all the time. Stop doing that. Come and say what's up. Go on about your life. Leave me alone. Like, stop doing that stuff. It's all kiss up type of thing, man. Like, people just kissing up too much. I can't stand that stuff. Stop doing that. What's your freaking weirdos, man? Stop doing that stuff. I said they're gonna do anything for attention. Like, stop. I never could stand that, man. Old fanboy activity type stuff we're doing there. Being desperate for a like, desperate for a response all of a sudden. That's why I seen them try to come over, man. I was just talking about that earlier on my stream. Man, a woman with 10 children try to come over and try to hit me up. Nigga, please. Try to come. You can't never ask Steve, what are we? Steve gonna tell you the same thing I told everybody else, nothing. What are we? Not with you. Then they want to come being deep. Everyone want to come with their old weird, whack dreams. They want to come with their, oh, well, the Lord showeth me. Yep, the Lord showeth you an idiot too. Right. So now this guy nigga wrote what they name is. Like, bro, nigga, what your name is? Say what your name is. They don't want to say that's why let me know. Like, you a weirdo. That's why I said I can tell the weirdos. That's why I don't respond to everybody's profile. Cause I'm like, I know the weirdos when I see them. You just giving up weirdo vibes anyways, dude. You seem like one of them type. You made that up, boy. Nigga was tripping. You made that up. When I'm on there, everybody on my social medias, man, and everything else, man, because y'all be freaking weirdos. So I want to add you to what I'm doing. I don't want you on my stuff. I don't want nobody else like it around me, man. If you're going to be weird, get away from me. Don't talk to me. That's why I got discreet chat now with supposed to be discreet people. And then people act like they don't want to show up and don't want to do the job. Well, I'm fine. People don't want to show up and do the job. I ain't got time for that. Yeah, we only got allegedly 4 people in here. I don't know, YouTube lying to me about my numbers. It'd be more than that, but go ahead and drop the link for it. And when you see this link, hurry up and click it and add yourself. Because I'm going to hurry up and get this link off. So, if any one of y'all freaks in here add yourself besides her, I say, yeah, I'm going to get you. I'm going to let you know what's up. And I'm going to find out who you are and I'm going to call you out on here. Don't add yourself unless I tell you. There we go. That's better. All right, I got to go ahead and delete it. See, I told you I get notifications on my phone. I can see who's in there. See who add they self. Yeah, freaking nature trying to add they self. I'm going to get in here and spy on y'all. Yeah, as if. And guess what we'll do? Type you up and find out who you is. I air your whole dirty laundry out here on the internet. I wish you would. That's why I said I want to go ahead and add you, Lord. Go ahead and get you on out of here. So once I don't do these live streams no more, we got everybody that's here that need to be here. And we're going to get everybody back being vocal in there. I know we kind of just took our time doing our thing, but I'm like, nah, we've been gone long enough. Let's get back in there now. This is crazy. This is, remember I told you this is New Jack City? What they consider New Jack City. They closed us down, man. This is where everybody got their cocaine and they dope from. This is where everybody got their dope from. Look at these like sky rises. These is like the sky rise project or something. I don't know what these is, but everybody seemed to get their dope from her. They finally shut that down. I came back last time to Louisville. They said, yeah, shut down. I said, shut down. I said, bro, it's about time. That thing been crack city for forever, man. Dang. Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I'm adding the best of the best, man, to my community. You know what I'm saying? To our, not just mine, but our community. But if anybody ever get out of control, don't forget, it was mine first. It was mine first. I try to add the best people to our stuff, man. Because I want a positive community. But if people ain't going to be positive and be a part of it, then get out. I don't need you in there. So people like they don't want to be a part of stuff. Until you don't want them in there no more, then they want to get offended. I don't want to be in there no. Ain't no worse than a weirdo act like that with them leaving. That was people that thought because they left our church, they was going to hurt us. Like, we don't need y'all. Y'all never did nothing good anyways. We don't want y'all. You an idiot. And then they leave and the ministry still functions. It still goes where it's supposed to go. And they sitting there like, I can't believe it. I can believe it. Ministry been going for 20-something years. Why in the world we need you? Just been here for 2-3 years now. Idiot. I said, welcome to the great community. Hey, Lord, there have been people that have been thrown out of here. They jealous of you now. They have been exiled to the realm of no return. You gonna tell that old prune idiot, the one I threw out, the very first one to get Jennison out of my Discord, that old ugly, whatever, I didn't know what she looked like. She never had a real person pick profile. That old little ugly ham hog. That old gerbil, pet gerbil. The class hamster looking like, girl, you don't get your G-Force looking. Yeah, they mad because they want to invite. I got niggas write me talking about send me the link. Nah. That's why I said, if you ain't in there, just remember it's probably because I threw you out. You don't just get timed out in there unless I timed you out. I timed you out on purpose because I don't like you. People are like, why? Because I don't like you. Yeah, they some witches or whatever. I don't care what they is. Witches with no power. Bunch of weirdos with wigs. Like, man, you better get on out of here, girl. You couldn't even get your ex-boyfriend like you. Why are you gonna talk to me? Try to come with that old deep noodle soup that they got. Like, everybody trying to eat that old chicken noodle. Now they want to come. I pray the Lord be with thee. I pray the Lord be with thy ugly self, man. Because there ain't nobody else with you. Ain't nobody else with you. I bet you that furniture been untouched because you ain't had a man over it yet. Ain't no need you put plastic on your furniture. Ain't like you getting busy on it. You ain't got nobody over it. I guarantee you open up the refrigerator, they got eggnog in there. I promise you they got eggnog in there. Eggnog ain't short away from eggnog. Well, y'all the same. Y'all the same. Man, it would suck to be you. That's why I said, Lord, imagine this, Lord. Imagine a great, wonderful community that's free, that you can just be a part of and be happy and just be yourself and shut up and go on about your business. They can't even do that. Yo, I didn't have nothing, no requirements in here. All I just said was don't be weird. Be respectful to other people. That's it. Don't come with no money. I don't want your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be cool. It's a great place, a great community for us all. And they couldn't even do that. Like, dumb. And then people don't want you to say words like dumb. Like, no. That's just some people that's dumb. That's why the Bible call people fools, man. Call people names because it's like, bro, you stupid. Like, dude, you can't even do this. You literally can't even do this. Dude, it's so easy. An opportunity. So, man, these old extras from Michael Jackson's Thriller. They're gonna be out there like he said in the song, they're out to get you. Yeah, they have to get you. They got thrown out. He said, they're around every corner. Yeah, they're around every corner because they got thrown out. They wait on the opportunity to get back in. That's why they try to get back in there. That's why they out there tutting and thrilling out there in the street by themselves. Crazy. I know they're crazy. I told Mama about that old EBT queen that was in here. I told Mama that a couple of days ago. I said, Mama, that was some weirdo in here that they got mad because I didn't tell her to pray for you. She said, what? I said, yeah, Mom, she's freaking weird. She said, does she not know that she can write into the church? I said, Mom, that's what I told her. I told her to do that. She didn't want it. She want to skip the line. She's like, who do people think they are? I said, I know, right? I know, right? This is coming from Mama. This old weirdo that was like, that was God trying to use you to bless me. You ain't going to tell your Mama. Even Mama was like, you don't just get the right to me. Exactly. Do you hear that, you EBT idiot? You hear that? You don't just get the right to people because you feel like it. They not understand the kingdom has order. They don't understand order. And then she was writing there wondering why her job didn't like her. I know why your job don't like you now. I know exactly why people hate you at your job. Came here and gonna request a nigga to be an errand boy. Ain't nobody an errand boy, girl. I'm 32 years old. I'm sorry the rest of us can't be on assistance like you, be on an EBT like you, but you know what? Some of us live the real life. We'll just walk around thinking we're entitled to people's stuff and people's parents and people's money. Yeah. I know why you got issues at work. I know exactly why you got issues at work. $100 guarantee you she that type of black woman and use that black woman excuse on stuff. I guarantee you she do. Every time she don't get her way, it's because I'm a black woman. They don't like to see a black woman succeed. Like, nah, you ain't that. You are that type of woman that nobody like. We're trying to hijack everybody else's struggle. I'm pretty sure ain't nobody else had these problems. Chris ain't got these problems. And I know Laura ain't got these problems. Why you got these problems? You got these problems. Yeah, they weird, man. That's why I said, and they be wondering why they don't get invites and stuff. Wonder why they don't get no Discord invite. They gonna be strange. They never showed up every blue moon. This is the blue moon. She showed up and wanted something with her hands out like the blue girls off Pride and Family. Just thought, what you gonna give me? Go tell your mama to pray for me. You pray for yourself. Why we gotta stop what we doing and pray for you? Like, we ain't got a hard enough life too. Why everybody got, you know what I'm saying, yo? Why everybody got to stop what they doing because some idiot don't know how to do nothing right? Like we ain't got nothing better to do with our like the devil don't attack us personally either. So we got to stop our personal prayer for you. Man, please. You can't come entitled. We would have prayed for you if you would have just been respectful. You got a whole chat of people that pray all the time. We would have been like, yo, what's that prayer for you? You gonna come here disrespectful. Tell your mama. You tell your mama what I said. You gonna tell somebody tell their mama. You tell your mama to go make me a sandwich. Don't come here and tell somebody, mama, I ain't no errand boy. I ain't no slave. What I look like? And that's why I said I had a great birthday in Vegas. Away from people like that. I was a ghetto fabulous queen. Won't tell somebody what they should and should do. You ain't gonna tell me what I can and can't do. Never, please. That's the problem with some of these white girls, man. You always be around some of them. They always want to be the boss all the time. Tell everybody what to do. Want to be the boss, don't do no work. And then some of these little EBT queens, they want to come over here mad because you don't do what they said. I got to do what you said. You don't own me. It might work on your brother, and it don't work on me. It don't work on Steve. That's why you see a lot of them be mad because it don't work. The manipulation don't work. The witchcraft don't work. You don't get mad at me talking about I could have been God used to bless you. Well, if you know what God gonna do for me, how you know you ain't gonna know what he gonna do for you at your work that you calling us about? You gonna know the Father for somebody else, don't know the Father for your own problems, you stupid idiot. That's why I told you people they give themselves away. They literally give themselves away, dude. Dumb. So you know God for somebody else and don't know God for your own little puny problems at work. And that's probably God at your work telling you to stop gossiping at the water machine and get back to work. Your boss is your boss for a reason. Those I want to know, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. I'm a strong woman. Who you think you are? The one that writes your checks. That's the one. Yeah, they can't think what to do. And then you treat the church like your job. I'm not your co-advisor to go tell the actual advisor something. You go tell the pastor that. Go right into the church yourself. Wait in line like they don't want to wait. No, I don't want to wait. I need to write down word. Who's your write down word? Idiot. That's your write down word. I be telling the truth. That's why people don't like me telling the truth. Like, no, I'm just going to tell like it is. See, then be the same. Oh, I'm a Hebrew by blood. Yep, you Hebrew by stupid as too. You stupid too. And that's why I said, well, luckily, this ain't a Hebrew channel. It's a channel for everybody. The Gentile, whites, Armenians, Romanians, Yugoslavians, aliens, it don't matter, man. Everybody welcome over here as long as they be respectful. Because everybody else can seem to respect Steve. Oh, I got it from my own people. Everybody else seem to respect Steve. Ain't got no issue. Those are the ones I should have gave the Discord invites to first. It's always these old riddle me this type weirdos. Like, why do you care, man? Why you come over and mess with us? Do you understand what that sound like? Requesting, I'm 32 now, I was 31 at the time. Requesting a 31-year-old man to go tell his mama, to go pray for you. You go tell her. He kept spamming my chat. I seen it the first time, didn't even want to respond to it. Kept spamming it. So you ain't gonna tell her? No, I ain't gonna tell her. Since you want to address it, no, I ain't gonna tell her. Then on top of it, you got a stereotypical name anyway. Like, but you sound like one of them LaQuishas and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. You ain't even helping your case. I understand. I know when you show up to work, they hate when you come here. I guarantee they hate when you come here. Oh, look who came today, y'all. Look here, Sharonda. Latricia's here. Her bad attitude and her bad breath. Yep, she's here today. I know that work phone is catching hell, boy, with that breath. I know that work phone stink. Here she come. That's the one the boss can't, they want to fire, but they can't fire because they scared of DEI. You only got a job because of DEI, little nigga. You ain't got no job because you're good at it. They just scared because they don't want to catch a case. That's why. They don't want a discriminatory lawsuit, so that's why they don't want to fire you, because they don't want you to, because they know you'll tell people. They're not trying to have their business get like 1 or 2 stars. No. Those are the type, like I said, I ain't listened to a word Charlie Kirk ever said. Those are the ones that I would listen to him on. Those are the ones that if you was flying the plane, I'm like, boy, I hope she's qualified. Oh my God, bro. Oh my Lord. There's just some people, like I said, there's just some people just like, nah, you really think about it? It was just like, bro, they just weird. My signal might messed up out here. I'm on the highway, so every time I get around this part of the highway, the signal messes up. So if it does, I'll restart it. Just bear with me. It's always this certain part that does it. I swear it does this every time, though. But yeah. People want taking everybody break. They be in the lunchroom, or the break room, taking everybody's snacks out their lunchbox. That's why I tell you, stop putting X-Lax in your food when y'all put it in the work refrigerator. People be stealing your food. Put it in your food. Put them ghost peppers in your food. Yo, watch them in the bathroom. You throwing up now. Yeah, how that cilantro taste? How that pasta taste? Yeah, it don't taste good, do it? So always greedy, won't come and tell somebody to tell their mama something. Like what? Like I ain't, like, you think I want them to sing black dudes? Well, mama, somebody told me to tell you. Like, man, I told mom. I said, mama, she told me to tell you. Like, I was gonna do something. She's like, what is that supposed to do? She's like, does she not know she can write the ministry? I said, yeah, mom, she knows. She watches. She's just weird. I'll try to manipulate a Negro to do what she wants. Says every relationship she's ever been with, I guarantee you she got kids all over the place. I guarantee you. Guarantee you she can't hold it down with no black man. Then we wonder why. Wonder why now. Those be the main one. Hey y'all. Those be the main ones getting threatened because some white girl come around. Be threatened by some Negro with a white girl. Hey Lord, they be threatened with you and a black man. Don't he know there's a sister out here? Yeah, he knows. He know you act like that. I said, think it not a coincidence that some of them are single. They're thinking not odd. The Bible says, do not marvel. Don't marvel when it comes to some people. Don't marvel. We know why. They deal with what they deal with. We know why. Freaking weird. Yeah. See. Them is the ones you would not bring your black wife around. Them is the ones you would not want your black wife to have them as friends. Them is the ones you wouldn't bring your white woman around. Them is the ones you wouldn't bring nobody around them. They are the literal absolute worst. They get upset. That's why they the first one to bring up that black excuse every time. Every time some dude come around with some white girl, they call, yeah, cause you're not. That's disrespectful. Yeah. That's disrespectful to us. That's disrespectful to y'all. A Saucy Santana, a man with a wig, gyrating his hips in front of little 9-year-old girls, and that's offensive. What we do and what some other man does is offensive, but some grown man talking about some little teenage kids want to F him, that ain't offensive. Some hateful black woman towards another black woman because she got a great man, that ain't hateful, but you talking about her. That's why I say you weird. That's why I tell people, don't be persuaded. Don't be manipulated into doing what somebody else wants. You do whatever you feel like a daggone. You got a life to live. You don't owe nobody nothing. These same type women get on her. That's why they want to turn on the word now. That's because don't no black men want them, so now they think all black women are like, no. All black women ain't having this problem. It's just people like you. Yeah. Can't stand the fact people just doing good without, like, man, please. Like, girl, leave my hair alone. Leave my hair alone. It's like, girl, you do not got no West Indian in your family. Stop playing. Stop playing. You want to talk about originality and authenticity? Those be the same ones that say that, y'all. Those are the same ones that say, nah, see, they be trying to steal black women's style. Yeah, maybe black women, they ain't stealing your style. Like, no, you stealing black women's style because you ain't one of them. Oh, you be thinking you one of them. Like, bro, you are not one of us. You are not one of us. You talking like they entitled to a black man. You ain't entitled to no man. Ain't no man your servant or your plaything. It's mighty funny how some women can understand it when it comes to them. Everybody doesn't understand that. Can't understand it when it comes to us. Like, we ain't got an option. Girl said it like it wasn't a request. Like it was, you go tell your mama I said. Like, you don't tell my mama I said nothing, nigga. Some dude tried to do it with my mama, man, when daddy was alive. Tried to call the church. Probably one of them dumb Hebrew Israelites. Tried to call the church and was mad. And daddy was right there on the other end of the phone. Mama was over talking to somebody. You could hear a dude over there hollering. And mama, she was just like, what's going on? She's like, what? Because mama used to answer the church phone. So dad's like, he said, mister, give me that phone. And dude was over talking. He's like, no, you need to tell him I said it. Tell him. And so mom was like, who are you? Like, what are you calling for? So daddy kept telling her, give me that phone. I think dude already hung up. He said, mister, when I tell you give me that phone, he said, you give me that phone. He said, ain't no nigga gonna ever call her hollering at my wife, man. I don't know what be getting in y'all nigga mind. Y'all better fix it, because somebody fix it for y'all. You ain't entitled to nobody, little EBT queen. You little EBT having queen. Got an EBT mentality and want a pure Christian black man. Negro, please. Yeah, be talking about. I see that. I was talking to this one white girl one time. Because again, you know, like I said, I talk to any culture. I don't believe in those. Silly. I don't believe in those. You know, whatever. But I was talking to, because like I said, I talk to any of this. I don't care. But I was talking to this one white girl before I moved from Louisville, and she had told me. She said, "Is it true that people are looking at me different because me and you are together?" I said, what you mean? She said, yeah, like, is it true that people have a problem with it? And I said, well, you know, your people, yeah, some of them will. She said, well, I know where I come from that a lot of white people probably wouldn't like it. She said, but is it true that, like, because she was like, I heard that some black women might not like the fact that me and you are together. And of course, I ain't never cursed. I'm like, so, like, what's that gonna do with that? And so she was like, yeah, I was just wondering. She's like, would it really be a problem? I said, it'd be a problem for them. I like who I like, so it ain't gonna be a problem for me and whoever it is. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell what I can't do. Like, I said, no, I would never put down black women. I would never put down, I don't have to put down people to be with somebody else. I never do that. But I told him, I said, well, that there are some people that would have an issue with it, but it ain't like they can do nothing about it. They're just gonna have an issue. I said, the same way it is you deal with some of your white men that do that. I said, well, you're gonna have some black women or people in general that don't like it, whatever. Because we was talking about that, and she was like, you know, she was like, look, she said, I'm all for people doing whatever, living their life and whatever. Because we was talking about, she said, look, she said, people want to be gay or whatever. She said, I don't care. She said, but I do have a problem when it comes. She said, I don't care about people being trans or whatever. But she said, I do have a problem with them trying to hijack a woman's struggle, and they trying to be like one of us and stuff like that. So we was talking about some stuff like stuff that we agreed on and didn't agree on. You know what I'm saying? And so I told her, I said, listen, I don't agree with what people do, but I said, but if that's why they want to live their life, that's fine. I don't care. Like, as long as they're not forcing on me. And so I told her, I said, listen, if people have an issue with not going outside their ethnicity, that's fine. I told her, I said, but there are some people that will make like there is a big deal. I said, like, no, the real issues that we dealing with these black men is that y'all aborting them all. I said, because I'm saying women that turn around and say like that white women are stealing black men, but they are aborting all our black men. And then they turn them out to Saucy Santana's. Niggas don't even want women no more. They want other men. So I said, no, you ain't going to get in nobody's face because they in a relationship with somebody white and won't say that. But you want to talk about what's really going on with the real issues. The last thing I could, like, bro, ain't no white woman ever kicked down no door and stole no Negro. Ain't no white woman ever kicked down no door and stole no black man. People willingly go where they want to go to. And she had told me, she said, people told me, that was another white one told me, she said, people told me I was stealing black men. She said, bro, I've never went to them. She said, they always come to me. I said, exactly, because people go where they want to go. I said, who said that? Stereotypical women. That's who said that. The ones who can't get the Negroes is the ones that say that. How is people still like, yeah, like people kicking down doors and ransacking Negroes? Like, everybody taking them for ransom? That's why I said, like, dude, people choose. Ain't no white woman ever came to me and took me, dude. But that's why I said, but when you taught that all your life, just like how a lot of them I taught to be racist, they don't understand all black people ain't bad. That's what they was told. So they think all black people bad. And I said, no, you got a lot of prejudiced people who say stuff out of their own prejudices. Then they always say, well, no, white girl gonna lie to you about rape. That's a lie, because if that was true, I would have been lied on about that a lot of times. All I used to talk to was white girls years ago. I said, no, it's just that people just prejudice. Like, maybe you got a couple that do what they do. I said, I never seem to find the ones that do that. I always seem to find the ones that's cool. That's cool. Same with black women. I never dealt with a black woman that gave me an issue like that. I said, no, it's just stereotypical people who talk. All people are not bad people, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of white girls that's trailer park trash, and you got a lot of white girls that was just like Hayden Panettiere, man. R.I.P. But Hayden Panettiere was a very cool white girl that everybody liked. Everybody loved her. Bro, I would have married the girl. Like, bro, I loved her. She was just that type. She was just like, bro, she was just always so cool. She seemed natural to herself. She minded her business. She was that type everybody liked, man. Everybody wanted to be with. That's how a lot of the white girls I talked to was. That's how the one I talked to before I moved out of here was. She was just like her. Mind the business. Very down to earth. She was like one of the homies, man. Like, she loved to get out and do cool stuff. She was kind of like a country girl, so she loved to go out to the, like, she was like one of them cute ones. She loved to ride horses, you know what I'm saying? She liked to drive ATVs, shoot guns. Like, she was like one of the dudes, but she was very feminine like a woman. Like, she was like that. I love those types. What's up, bro? Frank? What's up, man? Mr. Frank Uncensored. What's up with you, man? Right, that's why I told people, I said, you have to use discernment. See, and that's why I was telling people, I said, you have to have the spirit of discernment. See, the spirit of discernment will tell you, hey, man, you know, this girl over here moving kind of funny. She got fetish. Like, she like, just on, she on, like, for a reason. Like, you can tell the ones that do what they do. Just like, if you got the spirit of discernment, you can tell these girls out here using dudes for money. When she already talking about, don't take me to no Cheesecake Factory, that show you right there, don't talk to her. If she ain't down to go on a walk and talk, don't talk to her. I try to tell some homies in Louisville this, man. Before I moved from Louisville, I told them, I said, bro, this is how you find out if a girl legit. Because they kept having women issues. I said, have y'all taken them to the Walking Bridge? No. I said, why not? I even told Mama this is how you do it. Mama was like, that's a good idea. I said, Mama, people deep me saying this. I said, bro, you meet up with her at the Walking Bridge. It's in the daytime. It's a place of accountability. Y'all both out there around all these people. So that way you ain't getting alone at night. People ain't worried about nobody being crazy. Just see what's up with them. See if they legit. Say, hey, I'm such and such. Take them to the Walking Bridge. What woman don't like to walk and talk? Some women can't shut up. So the fact that she I said, take her to the Walking Bridge. Say what's up. If it goes horribly, it's free. You can turn around and go home. There's ice cream and drinks at the end of the bridge. Go get something to drink, get ice cream, talk to her. You'll be out there for hours. And then that leads to the second date. I said, that's how you know if she's legit. If she says yes, then she's the one. If not, then you know she ain't the one. Dude, yo. Dudes looked at me like I was deep. They said, bro, that was deep. That ain't deep. That's common sense. I said, now wonder y'all been getting hustled by women, dude. Y'all dumb. Like, dude, how do you not know this? And then you see that's why they flexing on the ground with money. That's why they on these internets, stunting like they got it. Taking old girl to Cheesecake Factory on the first night. You know her. And then they wonder why the minute they say no, she found somebody with more, she going to them. Like, well, it didn't take hard to realize girl ain't even got no job. First off, she ain't got no job. She ain't got a car, man, which again ain't knocking nobody, but I'm just like, bro, like people that be entitled, you can't be entitled if you ain't got none of these things. Dudes acting like what I'm saying is wisdom. It ain't wisdom, it's just called common sense. That stuff every dude used to know. I don't even blame these girls for playing y'all no more. Y'all just be dumb. That's why I try to, they try to talk to me. That's why they can't get over on Steve. Cause Steve ain't stupid. There's one girl from Atlanta. I wasn't even attracted to this nigga. She from Atlanta. I don't even like people from Atlanta. Y'all weird, man. I do not like girls from Atlanta. I don't like nobody from Atlanta. Y'all weird, man. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna try to say, well, I ain't feeling like you interested. Cause I ain't. That's why I ain't never called you baby. That's why I ain't never asked you on a date. That's why, cause I don't like you. Here she comes with, I know what I want to see. My daddy told me, well, go marry your daddy then. Go marry that old 56-year-old ham. Go marry him. Can't persuade me. I'm like, girl, I don't fall for everything. Girl ugly and everything. Like, girl, you ain't, girl, look, man. Oh, this old dry rub chicken ain't trying to tell me something. Girl, you better get on somewhere. Tell somebody what they can and can't like. Yeah, there's a reason why people don't like you. That's why I said, hey, you see, you can't see Steve goes against the social narrative. That's what being black and bold means. When they talk about I'm black and proud, that's what black and proud means, is going against the narrative. I'm bold. I don't date you just because you're black, because you watch my father, because we Hebrew, or whatever it is, all stupid stuff people say. I don't care. I do whatever I please because I said so. And I know it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, and it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. I don't care. I do things on purpose to ruffle feathers. I get on people's nerves on purpose so I can just get on your nerves. Ain't nothing you can do about it. When I used to wear those BLM shirts, I used to wear it in front of white people all the time. I used to make everybody mad. Bro, I had a Trump sucks flag back in 2020. I stood on the corner over on downtown where I was. It was downtown going across the bridge to Indiana. Bro, I pissed so many white people off with that. It was a big old Trump sucks flag. And I was waving it around the election time, around the 2020 election. Just because I could. I was trying to piss as many people off as I could. Just because I can. Bro, me and Joe took the truck, and I got on the back of the truck with the flag, and me and Joe rode around with it. We was playing out that old Curb Your Enthusiasm music. But we was playing that music while we was riding around. I played on Stevie Wonder's Superstitious song after Trump had lost the election, bro. Oh, I was pissing everybody off. Surprisingly, it was more people that was on our side. They was like, yeah, they say, yeah, F Trump. Like, Trump, you know what I'm saying? A couple of white dudes were up there, like, F you. I was like, I said, do something about it. Do something about it. I said, man, you ain't gonna do nothing. Someone do road past with his wife gonna flick me off. I said, man, please. I looked at his wife. I said, you. Don't make me take that white wife. Don't make me take that white wife of yours, boy. Notice she didn't flick me off. You did. Yeah, she want a knuckle. Don't make me take her, brother. I said, that's what his worst fear is. That you should have never flicked me off. Now she gonna divorce you. She gonna be with me, see? Don't think I won't. Right? Hold on, y'all. Give me one second. I gotta text somebody. That's why I said there was so many people. There was people that hit me up. I was rather got shot. People was hitting me up. They said, bro, you gonna get shot again. I said, so? I didn't care, bro. I just did not care. I said, bro, I think I was going through some mental trauma at that time. I just didn't care about nothing. I really did not care about nothing at all. I didn't care what friends I lost. I didn't care about no relationships. Steve didn't care about nothing. I was so busy just glad to be alive and just dealing with stuff in my life. I didn't care. I said, I don't care, man. I fell out with anybody, because that was the year I realized I couldn't even trust my own people, bro. My own people ain't have my back. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you definitely couldn't go with white folk, and that's why I went around to Mexicans, man. Mexicans was the only people that really had my back. You know what I mean? Yeah, he gonna flick me up. I was like, man, go on somewhere. Somebody gonna ride past. This one dude rode past in Indiana. He gonna try to, because that's what they do. They punks. They want to ride past and say something. He ride back to Indiana in his old 1984 Tacoma, whatever it was, some old little small truck. He said, "F you, nigger." I said, "How about your mama, cracker?" I was hollering his son's back. I didn't care, bro. I didn't care about nothing. Bro, I stood on that corner for like 2 hours with that flag, just waving it and pissing everybody off, bro. Well, it was mainly people was on your side. They was on your side with it. It was so many people that said, yeah, they said F Trump. They said, yeah, they was like, go back to them. Brother. People was just, they was happy. They was beeping on, beep, 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 beep. Come a couple of feminine weirdos. One dude gonna try to holler at me. He didn't even know he even got stopped by a stoplight. I said, bro, could have been a perfect time. I would have went over that flagpole and whacked you with it while you was in your car. You wouldn't even be able to do nothing. And then when he was at the stoplight, he didn't want to look over and say nothing else. I said, oh, what's wrong, buddy? That stoplight got your tongue? Is that what it is? All the time in the world, keep cussing me out. All the time in the world, keep saying how you feel. Now he waiting at that stoplight to cross the bridge. Yeah. Now you don't want to say nothing, because now you realize your quick getaway ain't heard. That's what old punks, that old guerrilla tactics. They want to hurry up and hit you and leave. That's what they did back in the Revolutionary War. Those little guerrilla soldiers, they were hurry up and they would send a little small guerrilla army to hurry up and shoot and run off. That's what they did. That's what they do. They want to hurry up and going out. Yeah, no. That's why I said I piss everybody off for fun, man. I love pissing people off. And I was out there every day, man. And after Trump lost, me and Joe took the truck around the city and just... And the wind is perfect, because when the wind blows, it's just like, it sways the flag. It's perfect. It just shows everything. And it feels so good because the flag is just like, like, there's this old fat white woman at this little bar place, at the burger joint of all places, old fatty. She was the only one that got mad at. Everybody else was like, yeah, he's a rapist. F Trump, we don't like Trump, I don't love him. And then here comes this old fat white woman. F you, I don't like that. I said, girl, shut up, fatty. Girl, shut up. I said, come chase me then. Come chase me on the back of this truck if you don't like it. One of those old, ugly, ridiculous boot sandals. You ain't, boy, girl, shut up. Before I trip you and take your burger. Shut up. That was back in 2020. That's why I said, I'm like, man, that's why I said, I'm retired, y'all. I'm retired. I have given it up. I put in my fight. I called to arms. I had all my firearms, marched in the army. I did all that, y'all. I'm retired right now. I still stand on certain stuff, but I said I'm retired because I'm trying to let this new generation do it. I'm trying to let this new generation take care of business. But now they getting radical, man. Now they trying to go back to hanging their rails. And I said, oh, yeah, you going to realize I'm going to come out of retirement real soon. Because I try to leave it up to these new age black people. These black people be stupid as all I do. Like, they don't even do nothing. Mississippi got the dumbest black people of all time, bro. Y'all are failures, man. I can't believe this. That's why everybody else was saying, they said, bro, that was Chicago people saying it. They was like, bro, they said, if that Nolan Wills case happened in Chicago, they said all three of them white boys would be dead. They said we'd have got them. They said because if they gonna try to play the system and the judge doing what they doing and the this prosecutor and the examiner, the body examiners or whatever, the more people doing what they doing, that's all. Yeah, we would have got everybody. They said, bro, they said if that was one of my homies that died like that, they said we would have got everybody. Some reason Mississippi's like the only state you can do that and get away with it. And as I said, I understand, they be like, well, what you want people to do? I said, well, I wouldn't have a problem with that if Negroes weren't blowing their brains out over there for somebody stepping on their shoes. I wouldn't have a problem with that if people actually stood up and did something for their people instead of killing their own people over something stupid. That's why I have a problem, because I'm like, when it comes to fighting the enemy, the right cause, they won't do it. But they want to fight each other. So that's why I said, I'm just like, this is the stuff that really pisses me off. So I'm trying to let people sit back and take care of it. So I don't got to really do nothing. That's why I said I'm enjoying my life. Because like I said, the last 6 years, man, I've been trying to figure out myself, you know what I'm saying? The last 3 years, I've been out the city. I moved out the city and, I'm on my own wave now, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying my time. That's why I'm always traveling. Bro, I've been more out of town this month than I've been in town. I barely even been in San Antonio this month, bro. I've been always in another city. And I like it like that because I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my time, dude. That's why I said I want people to stand up and start doing something for us too. So I don't got to be the only one, man. How many bullets do I got to take, man, for us to stand up and do something? I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of putting myself on the forefront. Let other people take care of it. I can't be the only one doing this stuff no more. You feel me? Like I said, man, a lot of good people died in Louisville, man, during that time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good people got locked up and went through it. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like, now we need other people, man, to pick up the torch, man. If they not gonna do it, then I'm just like, look, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But he said, ever since I left the city, you. What he say? Started texting back, and I don't know what he said. I hate that song. Speaking of call me on my cell phone, everybody was calling me on my cell phone at that time. Man, please. I ain't never had more people hit me up, boy, than the day I got shot. I ain't never had my phone go off like it. Then around that time, everybody keep calling me, bothering me. Like, bro, leave me alone, man. Let me process. I'm trying to process it. That old girl tried to call me. She was like, well, I understand what's going on. Because she's talking to some dude that was police officer. Well, but she's like, well, he's in the police, so I think that, maybe all of them. I said, girl, if you don't shut up, keep in mind, this is the day after I got shot. I was like, girl, if you don't get off my phone. Yeah, that same Negro, because Louisville police are notoriously bad to date, super bad to date. That same Negro would choke slam her feelings all the time playing with her. Now she's crying. He let me like, oh, but she wanted to take up for him during that time. I said, girl, he don't care about you. He don't care about you. Well, I said, people don't care about you, which is why I tell y'all, beware. There's some imposters among us. Why I said, Negroes ain't sleep. Man, come on, man. You gonna come better tactics, come better tactics. I've been doing this for a very long time, man. Negroes are very obvious giveaways. Come on, man. Stuff ain't even relevant. That's why I said, I'm like, man, this is why I've been just enjoying my life and enjoying my time. You feel me? That's why I tell y'all, man, be smart. That's why y'all see me doing this. When I'm walking outside, I'm looking to the side, you know what I'm saying? Any cars riding up suspicious, I be looking. I'm like, I ain't stupid. I know how people operate, how people act. You run up, you're gonna find out. Yeah, I got shot 6 years ago, man. That's why I said I'm enjoying my life. I'm celebrating my birthday. I just celebrated my 32nd birthday 2 days ago in Vegas, which I like. Because I said I almost got killed at 25, dude. Life was a movie at freaking 25, so yes, I'm going to celebrate my life. That's why I tell you, why you think I ain't on the internet arguing back and forth people? I ain't doing that stuff. Yeah, that's why I said I honestly believe, man, God's going to give us a hedge of protection. I'm not saying we won't go through stuff, but I think God has it to where, like, we're going to be able to endure a lot more than other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, it did cost them their life, sadly. But some of us, it's like, we don't have to go that far. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, God is protecting us, man, and keeping us safe. But he also ain't making us stupid either. Like, we live in like I said, like he said, it's a time for peace and a time for war, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to enjoy as much peace as we can, but it might be a time for war, man. We might have to start doing this stuff. Because if they gonna think they gonna go back to lynching Negroes and going out making martyrs, like, no, you ain't gonna make martyrs, you're gonna make monsters. You gonna make monsters, not martyrs. Have y'all learned y'all lesson back in the 50s and 60s when y'all tried that and they had to scrape up y'all dead bodies off the ground because y'all kept trying to lynch niggas? You gonna find out real soon. Donald Trump, man, done got these niggas riled up. That's why I said Trump gonna get a lot of y'all niggas killed. I'm trying to tell y'all. If people didn't hate police before, they definitely hate them now. That's why they scraping up cops every day, bro. Because people tired of y'all. Because they keep getting their minds pumped up, dude. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Just hate that be in your heart, man. That's why they world is failing. That's why all your daughters got black niggas now. All your kids are mixed. Your daughters keep getting pumped up with black children by black men. Now your wife done left you for a Negro. Your world is coming to an end. And the way you want to get at us is I'm going to hang y'all. Well, you keep on trying it if you want to. One of y'all going to get hung by your own rope, I promise you. Haman got hanged on them same gallows he was trying to give Mordecai them. I would stop if I was you. I would really stop. That's why you see it now, like they thinking they gonna go back to the, and now you keep seeing these viral videos where they keep getting knocked out. They keep getting knocked out, bro, because they keep talking crazy. One dude trying to run up on a Negro, talking about, you want to face it? Yeah, he knocked him down. Buddy turned into a mechanic, ended up under the car. How you end up under the car in the first punch? Buddy went from, I'm going to fight you, to changing your oil. Like, bro, you imagine that? Two very black things he don't like is oil and Negroes. And yeah, you yeah, you changing both. They all weird. That's why I said I don't back none of them. None of them at all. Believe me, they all gonna get theirs. They all gonna get theirs. That's why I said half of them on the way out the door now. Old Bill can't stop shaking. Epstein files got him shaking even more. I'm like, you ain't got a bad arthritis, boy. You nervous. That's what it is. You nervous. Only time I ever seen Donald Trump nervous when they start talking about the Epstein file. Never seen him nervous or nothing else. Like, yeah, you know you in it. You know you get in trouble. Remember they try to say all black dudes. That's why they try to say white girls are black dudes. Talking about, yeah, she's a future single mom. And he got felonies on his record. I said, I think your daddy Trump got like 32 felonies, right? That would be the definition of ghetto. Baby mamas, divorced several times, 32 freaking felonies, failed businesses. That sounds like a Negro. I seen Trump Tower in Vegas, bro. It was funny. I said, yeah, we all know who's staying there. We know who's going to get a room there. That's why I said they're going to find out. That's why I told you. I'm like, see, and that's why God gave them over to the very thing they hate so much. Yeah. You hate black people. I just told y'all, you hate black people so much. Yep, and now you got mixed grandchildren. Now your pure white legacy, like you thought, is getting wiped out now. See, that's why I told you the future of the world is light skin. Bro, the future of the world is gonna be light skin. Ain't gonna be no more black. Ain't gonna be like ain't gonna be no more Jew or Gentile or no Hebrew or no. Ain't gonna be no more of that. Everybody gonna be light skinned now. Because the more y'all keep talking, this young generation really extremely do not care about y'all. They really don't like y'all. That's why a lot of them is breaking off their family. They breaking away from the traditional Christian church, the way that these traditional values, not the real Christian, but the traditional stuff. People are not their ancestors. They're not their mom and them. That's why you're seeing people getting mad because their children won't continue on the legacy of hate. They won't continue on the legacy of MAGA. And that's why a lot of them are breaking away from their families and breaking away from, they strongholds and stuff. Which I'm telling you, I said, if white people can do this, break off their people, then Negroes can do this too. Because for them, a lot of them, they love people. You gotta say, people love their family. They love their family, but some of them will fall out with them in a heartbeat. They don't agree with ICE. They don't agree with how ICE is treating people and doing stuff. They don't agree with this administration. They don't agree with how they doing black folk. They don't agree with how they running the country and what they're doing with the financial problems. They don't agree with that. So of course, people are gonna be against, any human being will be against taking people away from their children, prying people away from their children, dude. That's why they mad at Miss Rachel, man. Sweet on Miss Rachel, who spoke out against it. So Miss Rachel only matters when she's mentoring your children. When she's only mentoring your kids, that's when you matter. That's when she matters. So now when it comes, and then even Miss Rachel hit him with something cold, man. She said, I don't think Jesus would deport 5 million people. I think he'd feed them. I said, oh my God, even Miss Rachel knows this. Miss Rachel's ripping them up with scripture. My God. When Jesus fed the 5,000, he wasn't worried about if all of them was Hebrew or Samaritan. He fed the people because they was hungry. They still people. What Lord do you know will be okay then? That's why I said, and that's why your kids getting wiped out by that fentanyl. Oh, it's like a plague we ain't never seen. That fentanyl's a plague, y'all know that, right? That's a plague we ain't never seen. All your kids dropping with fentanyl. All y'all dropping. All of yous. Hey, make all the George Floyd memes you want to. Make all the hanging memes you want to. All your kids dying by fentanyl. Go pick up your kids, man. Go pick up all your relatives since you won't talk. I ain't pouring out no RIPs for y'all Negroes. I don't care about y'all. That judgment is swift. It's like, bro, God came with a judgment, man, and just smoked them. Do I think all? No, obviously not all. But I said, but a lot of y'all is dealing with that. That's why I won't be on these commercials now and wear these little red wristbands talking about, well, against drugs. No, you weren't against drugs when we was on it. No. Always when y'all get affected with stuff, now we got to stop what we doing. No, I'm good. They tried to give us some red wristbands at my job one time. I said, nope, I'm good. I ain't wearing that. Because they was dealing with a heroin epidemic. And they wanted, oh, no, no, nope, 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 nope. Did y'all wear red wristbands back in the 90s? No. So, no, I'm not wearing those. They did. Crazy, ain't it? You absolutely right. The word is sick, ain't it? It's sick, ain't it? And that's why they want people to be with this sick doctrine. And then when we say, no, we're not going for it, now we're not patriotic. Yeah, because patriotism was always based off of what y'all doing. It was always based off of rape, murder. It was always based off of that. That's what being patriotic means. Remember when they try to say that's disrespectful to our troops? Now you got troops coming out speaking on this issue. Military vets are coming out speaking on this issue. Like, hey man, y'all wrong. Now, what you gonna tell them? They serve in the military. Half these little white boys ain't never went because they too punks to go. I said, but half these people went to the military. They speaking out on it because when they over there with their black brothers, because over there they train you in the military. They said in the military they train you. There is no white or black. There is no like that's your brother. Ride for him like he's your brother. So that's why you'll see one of their white brothers fall. They cry about it. One of their black brothers fall. They cry about it because they were trained to be brothers. They don't. A lot of them don't. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't really try to look at that because they trained to think about their brother. That's why they go as hard as they do for their people. That's why a lot of them do get upset if you disrespect the vets because those are brothers that they rode for. Those are brothers that they died for. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm not with disrespecting all of them, but the ones that's just too extreme, those are the ones I don't like. Like I said, I was talking to a white guy, men's camp, man. Like I said, he called 7 bodies. And he had told me one of his bunkmates was a black dude from Chicago, man, you know what I'm saying? And he said, sadly, dude didn't make it back home, man. He died in combat, you know what I mean? Which is sad. And he said, I went to South, he said he's from South Chicago. So he said he was kind of, his people was kind of, rough. You know what I'm saying? So he said he went to the funeral and the and the little, I guess, after party or whatever. And he said everybody walked up on him. He said his people was like gamers, walked up on him, who this white boy? Who he walked up on the side of him, who are you, man? What you want? And so his mama had to come like, no, it's that's such and such, like he's cool. They had to learn like he's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because again, like when you cool with people, you don't care about that color stuff, man. You don't care about all of that, they background and where they from, you know what I'm saying? That's your brother. And a lot of them are starting to wake up. That's why I said a lot of these white dudes are starting to wake up and realize, like, hey man, I was tricked, or this is what I was taught. Also, episode of Steve Wilkos. Steve Wilkos is one show that ain't set up. It's actually like real life. He was dealing with this former white supremacist dude. He was in the Peckerwood. Peckerwood is like a prison gang. That's which is even weird even saying that. But I'm like, he was in a group called Peckerwood where of course they don't like black people. And so, but he has a biracial daughter, and so his mama was keeping him away from the daughter because she was like, I don't want my daughter experiencing this hate that you be doing. You know what I'm saying? And so, on the episode, yeah, it's called Peckerwood. It's what's called Peckerwood. So it's a prison gang. Most people, when you go to prison, you do have to join with your card, like your color card, because that's your protection. So when you go to prison, usually blacks are with blacks, whites are with whites, Asians with Asians. Like they said you can go wherever, but they said if it ever hits the yard, then they're gonna do you in. So you might find a white that might run with, because a white dude might be a Crip. So he might run with the Crips. And so so the white people tell him, I said, look, I respect you for being, on your card. He said, but if we ever go to war, he said, just know we're not gonna spare you. We're gonna have to fight you too. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Peckerwood's what they call it. That's why they say Peckerwood, like that's a term for like a dude's little small dingling. That's why we say like a dude with a little small pecker, a Peckerwood. It's like, that sounds weird, you know what I'm saying? And so Buddy had like Peckerwood tattooed, I think, on his chest and in his arms and stuff. And so, Steve Wilkos was former police, former Navy, or former Marines or whatever. And so he had some of the crowd tell him. That's when that dude that told him, he said, hey, in the Marines, they tell you that it doesn't matter about your color. He said, that's true. He said, because I was in the Marines and they tell you it don't matter about that. And so dude was just, everybody kept getting to him. And so dude started kind of getting emotional. He started crying about it. And Steve Wilkos did one of the coldest things I saw. He said, if you're really sorry, he had all his black audience come up on the stage. He said, if you're really sorry, apologize to all my black audience. He said that, that was one of the coldest things I've ever seen. He made him get up there and admit, openly apologize. And all the black people got on the stage, the black one looking at him like that, like everybody's looking at him like with that look. He said, if you're really sorry about how you are, he said, apologize. He said, first off, apologize to like your wife and your daughter, or your girl and your daughter. He said, then he made all the black people get on stage. He said, apologize to these black people right now. And he looked at him, and they was looking at him back, and he was like, I'm sorry. He said, this is just the way I was taught. He said, I was trained up like this. You know what I'm saying? He said, this is all I really knew. He said, I didn't know that all black people wasn't bad people. He said, this is just how, he said, I went to prison. This is how we was in prison. He said, I was like this on the street. This is what I was taught. He was like, I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a grown, big old white dude crying, man. He's just sitting there crying because he's just like, I didn't, he said, I didn't know there was so much love in y'all. He said, I was just taught that y'all hated us. I hate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And they changed this man's life, man, because he started realizing how it was affecting his daughter, how it was affecting his people. That's why I said, see, a lot of them, they don't know. They just, because again, they come out the womb, they're not racist. They don't hate black people. They don't know what that is. They taught that by their people. That's why I say these old niggas are the ones keeping this stuff alive, man. If you can get rid of them, you can get rid of this hatred and this racism. That's why I've seen a couple of former white supremacists come out. They said, bro, I'm grown. I got kids, man. They said, I don't want my kids mixed up in that. They said, I've been in prison. They said, I don't want to continue that hate stuff. They said, everybody ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's called the Steve Wilkos show. It's an older episode. I think it's like in her late 2000s or whatever, like 2008, 9 or 10 or so. Just type up Steve Wilkos, Peckerwood, or white supremacist or whatever. Like he's got several of them, I think, on the show. But that was a good episode. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's showing you, man. Like, and that's why I said it's the same thing with a lot of black folk. You know what I'm saying? Like we kind of grew up a little bit like we ain't growing up hateful, but we grew up a little bit stereotypical when it comes to a lot of white people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do believe that when it comes to white people, you probably shouldn't be the only black person there. I don't think you should be the only one there, because just in case. I'm not saying all of them are like it, because again, that's not all black people are white people like it, but just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's plenty of times I've been around all white people, but I got my Glock with me. I got my stuff with me, because I'm just like, just in case one of y'all want to act rowdy, I said, well, then I can go ahead and tame you real quick. And plus, I don't surround myself with people who seem suspicious. I only get around people that I know I can trust, like people that I'm just like, okay, well, you know, I can take them down. You know what I'm saying? If I need to take them down. But I said, you know, a lot of these other people are not thinking like it, because again, they just trying to live life. Nobody's trying to think hateful. I think like that. It's really like that out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people, man, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not bad people, but you got a couple of bad apples, man, that just do some bad stuff. They just do some bad things. And that's why they getting payment for that, man. That's why I said I think there's a reason why there's an epidemic of a lot of them going. And again, a lot of them don't just go to black dudes because that's all they like. Some people just honestly, again, they just talk to whoever is there first. Whoever, that's how I am. Like, I don't really care about your color either. Just whoever approaches me first, whoever seems like the type and does the job is the one I'm gonna talk to. Whatever ethnicity or color you is, you know. I used to kind of have a phase where we did that. First it was all black girls, and it was all white girls, and then it was like just Latinos. And I'm just like, bro, it's anybody, because everybody's dumb. Every ethnicity I talk to is stupid. So I'm just like, bro, anybody that's just proper, that's what I like. I don't really necessarily go after a certain one, but I'm just like, anybody that's cool is just who's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but people have sowed evil so much, man. Now it's starting to affect them a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, now you are starting to see a lot of these white people lose their families, man. They losing their children. They losing their homes. They losing their money. They were so busy trying to get Donald Trump on us, and I said, now that nigga's affecting them. Now they done lost their farms. They done lost their investments. You know what I'm saying? Some of them killing themselves because they done lost everything trusting this man. You feel me? And that's why I said, now you starting to realize the effect of what you sow. Now you starting to reap a lot of what you sow. You feel me? And that don't feel good. That's why I said when they wanted to call on the immigration on certain people, until it came to them, they didn't want to get affected by it. Like I said, there was a millionaire dude that was married to one of them, I think his wife from Colombia or something. And he thought he was off the limits. He said, I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I pay my tax and all that. And they still came and took his wife. And now he's upset. And now he's on there, oh, well, I don't understand why this happened to me. He didn't care it was happening to everybody else. He just didn't like the fact that it was going to affect him. Now, when his wife got taken, even though he's a Trump supporter, it didn't matter. They still took his wife. Now some of them are on there trying to advocate about, like, well, don't be for them. It's like, yeah, you're not for them because now it's affecting you. You're not for them not because it's the right thing to do. You just because it affected you. It's the same thing that Candace Owens kind of doing. Like, Candace Owens was so against everybody all the time and trying to shuck and jive for them. And then she realized that they didn't like her either. And now she's on there trying to spread the word. I said, listen, I agree. And I kudos to you for seeing that. But I said, but you're not really against that because of a good reason. You're against that because they're affecting you. Hang on, yo. So as I said, man, like, you got allies on all sides, man. You got a lot of great people of all ethnicities, you know what I'm saying? But there are just some people that just, I mean, they just wicked, man. I don't know what to tell you. Some people just wicked. You know, but everybody ain't bad people, and I refuse to believe that everybody's bad. Everybody ain't evil. You know what I'm saying? There are people that took a chance on you. So understand that you got to take a chance on some people. Just have the spirit of discernment, and you will see. If you ain't got discernment, man, everything gonna look like hard to you because you don't know. Right? It's crazy. That's why I said, man, show mad love, man. That's why I tell people when you come over here, man, show love. Address the people. I don't expect you to the first time, but I said, but when you keep coming here, like it ain't just me that you're here watching. This is a community. Say what's up to my people. Say what's up to the people in here, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we got this whole thing going, anyways. That's the whole reason this whole Discord thing got started. This whole channel really got started because people kept coming, interacting with each other. That's why we all feel like we family because we keep being cool with each other. If y'all would have just came here and said what's up to me, nobody would have known each other. We would have never had a great community where everybody can be at. There's a reason why we have stuff in play, man. That's why you say what's up to people. You feel me? That's why I be trying to tell you all these weirdos won't give me one-on-one. Like, you don't care about everybody else. You care about me. People, I'm only here because of you. Well, then don't be here then. Because I'm like, I want people here because they want to be a part of what all of us are doing. You will never have one-on-one time with me. I don't want to talk to you on the phone. I don't want to text you throughout the day. I don't want to date you. I don't want to marry you. I don't like people like you. I don't want to be around you. Negro. I know what people think they just so popular they can jump the line. You can't jump the line, fool. Say what's up to all this. Negro won't come in here and tag me and everything. You won't come in and talk to me like, bro, do you not address the people, the 12 other people in Discord? Like, you just want to talk to me only? Negro talking, I'm going to talk to you later. No, you're not. Talk to us now. You don't get to be on call when you want to, nigga. People be weird, Frank. I'm trying to tell you, they be weird, man. And then you want to know why you don't associate with every daggone body. Because people be weird. And that's why I said everybody can't be where we at. Everybody can't do what we do. Because there are some weirdos among us. That's why they keep coming in here with some fake profiles. I ain't dumb, man. You don't think I know a new profile would come in? You don't think it's the same person I threw out? I know the type, man. Those are the ones you just threw out. What are the odds today, y'all? We get a new profile that we ain't never seen before. Right after we just threw somebody out of here. They turn around with a new identity. You go through their house, man. They got different passports, man. Different. They like they work on the cover for the government or something. Today is Frank Castle. What's up, everybody? How you doing? See, you talk like the freaking Punisher. You know Frank Castle's the Punisher. What's up, Steve? What's up? So the rest of you people, man, what's up with y'all? What y'all got going on in the chat? Like, sitting there talking. Next minute, they turn around, now they Clark Kent. I can't Clark, whatever the nigga name is. Hey, guys, how you doing today? No, I don't want to say they give out different personas. They don't. They come in like the same exact person you threw out. It's almost like they come in as Peter Griffin, then they come right back in with Peter Griffin with a mustache. Like, you ain't even trying, are you? Like, I don't know if y'all ever watched Family Guy, but the episode where it looked like the same Peter Griffin kept trying to come up and get a free sausage. They was getting out free samples. And so the original Peter left, another guy came and looked like Peter Griffin. He came with a Chinese, said, oh, yes, lovely sausage. Can I get one? Yes. And the other one came like Hispanic or whatever. He said, sir, they're free. You can just get some. But it was actually different Peter Griffins. They all walked up. It was like, hey, can I have some more? Like, who are you? That's how they just come with a different disguise. These Negroes come in like Clark Kent versus Superman. They come in with the glasses, then they take the glasses off. Clark, Superman. They the same person. Like, oh man, Superman said, oh boy, if only Clark Kent was here. He just say he just puts the glasses on. Clark, you're not gonna believe it. Superman was here. Take it off. Superman, you just missed it. Clark was here. Where did he go? How did he do that? Like, bro, you the same person, man. You ain't even trying to be different. That's why they come in. Hey guys, hey Chad, what's up? Like, you ain't never been here. How do you know the chat? You don't know us. Hey, Chris, they don't even try, man. They don't even try no more. You know it's a dead giveaway when they like, hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Steve? What's up, everybody else? I'm like, you don't even know everybody else. This is their first time in here, right? Oh my gosh, man. You look, I ain't president, boy. That'd be 25 years. 25 years for that. Just for being stupid. Just for trying to play us like we stupid. That's why I said you can take a nigga out the hood, you can't take the hood out of a Negro. You can take a weirdo out of your chat. You can't take the chat out of a weirdo. You shut up. You know what I mean. Shut up. It's whatever they serve at Starbucks. That's what I'm talking about. Shut up. That's why they come in. It's like, bro, you can't change a weirdo. They always gonna be weird. That's why I say it's always a dead giveaway. A weirdo gonna be a weirdo. Just like it don't matter if you make Trump a president or make Trump the CEO. He's still an idiot. He's gonna be an idiot because that's what he is. It's never changed. He was like it as a businessman. He's like it as a president because he's an idiot. The dude's a freaking idiot. It doesn't matter. That's why they come in here trying to be different or what they think is different. It's like, dude, you are the same person I just threw out here. How do you know me? You ain't never came here before. Magically today, after all the days after I just do somebody out of here, now this new account comes in. Oh, what's up, dude? I said, no, you realize I wasn't responding to that last account that you had. That's why you're going to make a new account trying to be a new persona. That's how I know they be them. They come in here kissing up. They always want to come in here kissing up. Looks like you're doing the best you've ever done. I love to see you happy. You don't even know me, nigga. How you know what you love to be happy? You don't even know me. This is supposed to be your first time here, right? You kissing up on a backup profile. You could have came in and cussed me out, said whatever. They come in here kissing up on a dummy account. That's how stupid people are. I'm just like, dude, they are so dumb. Dealing with schizophrenia, boy, the devil working overtime with these type of idiots. That's why I said the devil don't ever send like no. I thought he would have sent like a billionaire businessman. I was like, he always sends these old stupid niggas. Like, this is the best you got. I mean, I'm glad that you don't really mess with me that much. I'm like, but are you trying to say my worth is low? That I got to deal with low life niggas? Like, is that the best you have? I think the devil knows I don't like these type people. He just sends them anyway. That's probably what it is. Like, he knows it's never gonna work, so he just keeps sending them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't kill all the mosquitoes, but we can kill as many as we can. It's like it's just because we don't like them. It makes me feel offended. I'm like, you trying to say I ain't worth nothing? Yeah, it's an insult. I'm just like, dang, bro. Like, I mean, I don't want to deal with the devil at all. But I'm like, are you telling me that I'm an idiot? Like, is that what you trying to say? I'm like, you keep sending these EBT queens over here. Like, no, no. That's why you go send one of these idiots over here now to get mad. You ain't gonna tell your mom I said pray for me? Nope. Yeah, here come the EBT spirit out of her. There it goes. The spirit of EBT is here. Jumping from Negro to Negro. Well, I just transfer to another one. They gonna come in here like it soon doing that. That's why I said I got like a shield on me where it's a deflector. It can't. They sitting here tapping me. It can't get to me. It's like, go to the next. Go to the next Negro. It's almost like if you can't get infected, you got to deal with the infected. It's like that's just as bad. That's where it coming to collect. Can't collect nothing from me because I ain't a Negro. That's why the devil be hoping. Y'all hope he don't never get white man credit. He gonna leave these Negroes alone permanently. That's why I told you the devil don't. But people don't realize the devil gonna get him beat up. He gonna get him beat up. That's why the devil getting a lot of these white people beat up now because they keep talking crazy, keep calling people niggers and stuff. Yeah, and then guess what? They got beat up. And I told you, right, when you get beat up, the devil flees. It says the enemy flees. The devil left you as soon as I swear, before the first lick happened, the devil jumped out of you. He's sitting there possessing you to say what you're saying. Yeah, nigger, yeah. And as soon as that fist is coming, he jump out. He jump back in you. Well, that's why it didn't really hurt. You got one more time to do that to me, nigger. Every time you keep doing it, I promise you, he jumps out of you. He flees every time the lick comes. I know he be sitting back looking like, ooh, that look like it hurt. That look like it hurt. And that's why I say once you wake up, the devil's fully gone. See, now you got a swollen knot right there. You're like, oh, what happened? Yeah, you see, that's, I always ask, have you ever noticed when somebody get knocked out and they come back, they don't know what happened? Because the devil was influencing them the whole time they was conscious. Once they got hit, he left. The devil's not going to repair your aid. He's not going to patch your bumps up. He ain't gonna do it. Yeah, that's why you always gonna get the weirdest ones. That's why I try to tell people. I said, I know we think when we hear devil, we think of these satanic sacrifices and people that just kill everything. And I said, it is true. I said, but do you know who also is satanic? Super sensitive weirdos. That's who is. Super sensitive people are satanic. I don't care what you say. Devil loves them type people. You can beat them up all day. How you think they going around hanging Negroes? Because they got a bunch of super sensitive Negroes who ain't going to do nothing about it. Then when black people trying to come together and fight, now here comes some local church coon over here. Well, no, see, the Bible said, and they taking scripts all out of context. Gonna get God's people lynched. Gonna get God's people killed out here. Yeah, you very satanic. You know that, right? Being super sensitive is satanic. We can have sensitivity towards some things, but being superly, overly, you just as bad. The devil uses y'all punks more. He comes over here and gets y'all in your feelings. Why you think we got half of your laws passed? Why you think why everything weird now? Because you super sensitive weirdos. 15 years ago, we look at you crazy, gyrating your hips in front of children. Now we think that's cool. We got drags coming to school teaching kids. Saucy Santana out here shaking his butt in front of a bunch of little girls and little boys. And super sensitive weirdos are okay with that. Talk about Epstein files all you want to. You niggas are the modern day Epstein files too. Y'all doing the same thing. I guarantee you if Donald Trump put on a wig and went out there and did the same thing around a bunch of white girls and a bunch of white children, y'all say something about it. You would say something about it. You won't pick and choose. That's why a lot of conservatives don't listen to you Negroes either, because y'all all weird. Y'all all in the bed with each other. Democrats in the bed with conservatives. Y'all all are freaking weird. All y'all do is go after the kids all day, man. Y'all niggas are weird. Negroes mad because people's kids is biracial. White people mad because their kids is biracial. Y'all some freaking pedophiles, man. Y'all shaming children for being mixed. Pedophiles. All y'all should be on the Epstein files. Y'all all freaking weird. Have y'all not figured that out yet? Yeah, they only go after the children, man. Weird. Some confused nigga with a wig get on her shaking his hips in front of kids. Y'all done made this guy famous. That is sad. Y'all made him famous. You know, I think we need to start looking up the definition of mentally insane. There are some people that are critically mentally insane out here. Anybody who think he's doing the word of God he ain't called to do it is extremely insane. They weird already, but these other Negroes, y'all weird, man. Y'all like really strange. I wouldn't let my kids, when I have kids, I wouldn't let my kids around them conservative Negroes. I wouldn't let my kids around y'all either. Because guess who's coming over the house later? Saucy Santana. That's who's coming over. Guess who's turning out the children? Saucy Santana. And everybody in the family knows it. Everybody knows it. Don't do nothing about it, though. What's the difference between the Epstein files and you niggas? The only difference is the money difference. Y'all doing the same thing. They knowingly go over there where they know this guy's a pedophile and other people are pedophiles. Y'all got a pedophile in the family that nobody calls out. Y'all all do the same thing. What's the difference? So some color is the only thing that matters when it comes to pedophilia? Is that what you tell me? All y'all some freaking weirdos, man. Yeah, they gonna see. They wonder why they can't get a black man. Yeah, because you keep egging on Saucy Santana. Atlanta got a lot of Saucy Santanas, if you know what I mean, which rhymes too. Hey, Atlanta's judgment. So the next time y'all holler about black men, remember your black man somewhere in Atlanta sucking another nigga off. Remember that. Cosplaying as one of you, yeah, because you thought that was cool. Thought that was funny. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, it's cute until they beat you up. It's cute now until they really, till these allegedly straight Negroes want them now. Now they want to come to Steve, a normal Negro minding his business, doing his thing, working on his credit, minding my own business going on. Now they won't come after they got 10 children later and they baby daddy turned out to be on the down low. Now they won't come to Steve. Steve, can you take care of me? No. And then they won't come with scriptures. Now God is bringing the black man back. Yeah, he's starting with Atlanta, using y'all. Stop entertaining these niggas. Atlanta is the way it is because of y'all. Y'all did that. I thought I was always so flabbergasted how half these girls got a gay best friend, hanging around these niggas all day, and then get mad when ain't no men. Yeah, because they sucking each other off. Y'all keep doing that. Just worry about the straight black man with a white girl. Not the other black men going backdoor on each other, but y'all worry about us. Worry about other dudes. Always got some man name in your mouth. Go start with them. Those are somebody's men right there. Dudes can't stay out each other's back alley, man. Y'all sitting here worry about us. Worry about everything else that you ain't supposed to be worried about. And then you let these freaks around your children and they gonna turn your kids out. And then you wonder why your kids growing up weird. You wonder why they weird and having behavior issues. Because you keep letting niggas around them. Stupid. Oh man, everybody case though. Talk about us. Again, I try to get off this saucy Santana thing, man. Again, I don't care how you live your life. If Buddy would have went on and did his thing, I don't care. But when you over here messing with children, it's like I can't get that. I don't understand that how people are okay with this. Same people hollering about they the most disrespecting women in the world. Same women hollering about ain't no black men, and they are literally for a nigga driving his hips in front of children. No wonder. So I don't think a black man really want to be with somebody like that because if any black man sees that around his kid, guess what he's gonna do? No, this ain't cool. He don't want to be berated by his girl and her girls about how he's homophobic. He just doesn't understand, and you got to be more sensitive. You black men are so brutes and all that. He don't want to hear that, so he probably just not rather deal with somebody like you, which is probably why they don't talk to some of y'all. They giving y'all good black women a bad rep. I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. And then when there's a good black woman that gets on Instagram and calls this stuff out, now they in her comments hating her, and her comments bashing her. And then they always go say that stupid stuff. You're responding the way white people want. Somebody white gonna take your stuff and take it out of context. I'm like, yeah, they might make a video on it because they trying to get at y'all Negroes, but the truth is the truth. They just doing it for content. I'm doing it because it's the truth. It's not gonna stop me from saying the truth because somebody white gonna take my words and go play it against y'all. I'm playing it against you niggas too. People gonna do what they do for content. I can't stop what somebody says or what somebody takes, but I can definitely get on a case that I need to get on. So you rather us be silent? You rather be silent because you worry about somebody taking our stuff out of context. That's the problem. You worry about how your offense, how your delivery is. How somebody gonna take the delivery. I don't care. I'm gonna say it the way I need to say it. I see a weirdo, I'm gonna call out a weirdo. I'm not changing that because somebody gonna take my words out of context. Take it however you feel. There's some niggas now took my words out of context. Gonna put in a little small video. Well, go take it out of context. It ain't gonna change nothing. And take this out of context when I see you. When I see you, I'm gonna put my fist in your mouth. Take that out of context all you want to. It's the truth. I don't care who takes it. It's the truth. You got what's coming to you, and like a lot of these white folk do. You got what's coming to you too. You got what's coming to you. You see how I back down, or I don't back down. I double down on what I say. I don't back down. Not from nobody. I mean what I say. You gonna have to feel the way you want to feel about it. There's gonna be some very scared people when they see me. There's gonna be some very scared people when I'm standing in their face because I'm not backing down from what I said. I'm not backing down what I said. See, when they realize that word that they try on everybody else can't work on Steve, oh yeah, no, it ain't gonna work. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think I did enough talking for today. I'm about to get off for y'all. Call it a night and just go relax up. Hit y'all over in the Discord if y'all over there. So, to the ones I exiled, I don't feel sorry for you. And if I hurt your feelings, I extremely don't feel sorry for you. Anyways, I'm going to catch y'all later, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace. Dude.